are having a good day. Oh my god, the music loud. My bad, my bad, my bad, my bad. I'm sorry about your ears. I'm sorry about your stupid eardrums, but I hope you guys are having a great day. I hope you guys are having a great week. I didn't get to stream yesterday because I'm working on this goddamn invasion event video. God damn it. But it's done now. It's uploading to YouTube right now. Part 2 is uploading. I gotta say, I love this event. I thought it was great. I still think they could have went further. Maybe I'm just a glutton for punishment. I really think they could have had it so that, you know, on special gain ability block, because that would have just further increased the value of Blastaar special given immunity, right? Because then you would just not get the ability block. Same with the alt giving blinds. I really like those packs. I kind of miss those packs, but on the whole, I think this event was a W. Big W. Big dubs. And, I mean, I didn't even know what was coming yesterday. I did not know Blue Marvel was being announced yesterday. Why does Valley Flying get all the fucking fire releases? I get to talk about Scorpion, the goddamn standing bleed totem. Like, what are we doing here? This is a bullshit. Who do I gotta beat up? Who do I gotta arm wrestle? Is that it? Is it because I didn't smash Valley Flying in the arm wrestling tournament last time it got... Alright. I'm not being the nice giant anymore. Next time I see Valley Flying, I'm gonna arm wrestle the fucking rights to all the cool information right out of his body. I'm gonna detach his soul from his arm. I swear to God, it's coming. Later, I'll be parenting solo for a daughter who hasn't slept in kindergarten turkey. I believe I'll be slow. You're good, man. You're good. Booknight War is gonna be not easy, but not super tough either. I've been just kind of keeping a close eye on it while I'm waiting for this stupid video to upload. But, yeah. Alright, I also need to open up the free-to-play account. Shout out to Mega Bros for letting us use his account for the free-to-play run. We won't have any awakened abilities or stuff like that. That's going to be good. Ooh, this thing is big. Well, I was giving the green light for the vid last minute. Ah, right on. I didn't get to watch the whole thing. I kind of saw it. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. Peruse like the first 5 minutes of it, but I was with my kids by that time. Let's get that over here. Okay. LD player would be pissing me off. This Scourge is one of the best of all, with the mods making every turn different. Yeah, I agree. I also think that there was a little bit too much RNG for efficiency hunters, but because the mods are so difficult, it's kind of a star check, right? It's kind of a star check. The awakened abilities kind of give you a little cheat code. They're not mandatory, which I appreciate, but they're definitely a little cheat code. I don't think top 250 is going to be everyone doing all the mods. I don't. I could be wrong. There's still many days left. Some people I know wait for me to put these guides out, which is crazy when I think about it, but yeah. You see the dueling video with Valley put out this morning? No. What was it? Maybe we'll do a little react. Let me find it. Was it on Valley's channel, or was it on Duelim's channel? On my last note, how significant is the passive awaken? Did it without it as of yet? No, you don't need it. So you're on the very last note. No, note 10 is perfectly fine. You'll be all right. Valley had said they told him Blue Marvel will be impactful, but not as much as Odin or Mephisto. Oh, maybe that's a good thing. So he's a plug-and-play character. Not going to be like the next Professor X. So maybe they give Purple Iso out more freely? We'll see. 250 is definitely going to be full packs run because of certain someone. I'll have to do Scotty's efficiency runs because he's doing... Nah, you're like 5 ranks below me. You'll be fine. You only need 250. You'll be fine. What, is this on Duelim's video or is this... Which channel is this on? On Duelim's, that's right. Zombie Cash, she's coming. More info leaked. Horde antimatter now. Okay, so Purple Iso will be available. I don't love that. I don't love that at all. Hold on, I'm pulling out this free-to-play account because I do want to get the free-to-play video out for people because they just won't believe it's possible without the awakened abilities until I show it, which is super fun. Alright, I'm not showing you anything I can't show you here, right? Perfect, perfect. Yeah, you guys are still looking at this boring-ass page. Look at that Blastaar team. Let's go. I would love for Blastaar to find his footing in war. Zestral? Zestra AI? Oh, why? No. Okay. So it's 5 p.m. Risa. God, poor Risa. Do. And here we go. All right, I think we're good to go. Give me a second. The Dynamite's Hatter with an A instead of an E at the end. Ah! Kestrel! I like it. Until we see more about how the nodes need to be done, I don't see the panic over 4 or 5. Teams are pretty set. Insidious 6, Hellfire, Fantastic 4, Null, Quasar, then whoever you want for what. I don't think you're wrong. I think the characters are pretty obvious. To me, it's how much is ISO going to impact PvP, both in the sense that the buffs from ISO seem really impactful, but also, of course, from overpowered, right? Yeah. I think the damage that they're giving to a lot of the specs is more than we've traditionally received in progression paths. Not only, say like Striker, for instance, is 30%, but you're forgetting you're also getting an additional 4% from attaching the crystals on, right? So that would be 34% damage instead of, I believe it's 24% damage, I think, for going from Gear Tier 19 to Gear Tier 20. So it's an additional 10% damage there, plus there'd be Overpowered. So Overpowered is going to feel even more punishing. And that's going to happen with, like, Skirmisher even more so, right? Skirmisher character being at level, getting the additional 40% damage. I don't think they are higher damage than Striker. Aren't they just at the same? Because doesn't Striker give percentage increase right now? Yeah, Steven. Let's go, dude. Elsa Bloodstone Rework sounds so fun, dude. Elsa Bloodstone Rework would be sick. Her opening attack, yeah, so Steel's death proofs. What if they give her a decay on her ultimate? Oh, that'd be so fucking fire. Decay death proofs and just smash damage. Dude, it'd be so fun. I think Force should be drained on damage. So, oh yeah, in the Dueling video, Valley had said they weren't sure if Blue Marvel was going to have the mythical tag either from what that's worth. Interesting. Am I going to miss War? No, War is still happening. We're still happening. I forgot what I was going to say. I just really hope they don't put Purple Ice in the Antimatter store. But if they... Yeah, okay. Let's... This Valley Flying video is 15 minutes long. Do we want to watch this video? I kind of want to watch this video. Are you guys okay with that? It might be an important video. Let me pull it up. Boom.
I'm here, and today I've got none other than Valley Flying himself. How are you, my good sir?
It is I. It's not the AI version of me. It's really me. I'm
it's really. You can't AI those biceps, you know? Come on now. those veins are all natural. So, Valley, you had an amazing video that actually came out yesterday regarding the Blue Marvel and Purple ISO 4 and ISO 5. And I think
if not, let me know. I'll do your
task. You talked about a lot of things in that video, right? But I think there's one thing that you did not kind of touch on that could be really interesting for a lot of people
There's a few that I did not specifically touch on, so we can talk about it here. We can talk about it here.
Absolutely. So we're going to talk about it here. So we're going to briefly go over this. Definitely check out Valley Flying's video. Please. He did a great.
Oh, yeah. Actually, guys, go ahead. Go watch this video. Go watch Dylan's video. Leave it a like, subscribe, downvote, whatever you want. You guys know what I'm gonna do. Fuck this guy. But let's watch this.
Went over all of this in depth.
Listen, love this guy. Fuck this guy. He's even trying to copy my beard at this point. Bitch, you're 16. Shave that shit off. All right, let's watch.
may or may not have got an in-game message about the video.
Yeah, you got an in-game message as well. It's
let's
awesome.
Talk about everything that I didn't talk about, because there's more things I wanted to say.
Exactly, yeah. So that's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna scroll down here. Obviously, Blue Marvel is coming, and I wanted to talk about the restrictions here. So right here it says no restrictions for Node 1, and then Node 2 it just says Conqueror. So that's gonna be any of the teams that are coming out right now. We have Hellfire.
All the Chapter 2 teams.
Yep, all the Chapter 2 teams. So we have Hellfire, we have Insidious 6, and then we have Fantastic 4, which if you look at this...
Yeah, actually, seriously, this fucker is trying to take my whole... He's got the hat. He's trying to do the beard. He's got the headphones on. Next thing you know, he's going to throw 200 pounds on. He's trying to take my spot. No, fuck this guy. Fuck this guy forever.
Fantastic 4 would...
He'd have to grow like 1.5 feet, though, so I guess that's not going to happen. Like, he can gain the weight, but he can't gain the height. That's just not going to happen for him, sadly.
Cover the Cosmic, right?
Yep.
Insidious 6 would cover City. And then help.
Yeah, Nate Dogg. Actually, checks are complete. It's going out right now. He's breaking toys even? Motherfucker.
Fire would cover global, right? So technically we do have options here of just building the Conqueror teams that we're already working on and working on them. But I think Scopely did a good idea on this when it comes to making this broad enough where this can work for the future as well. And it's not just Conquerors other than just for the second and third missions. What do you think about that?
Well, initially, as soon as I saw this, I'm like, Conquerors? That's just kind of what they did with Apocalypse. But they only need to switch out Node 2 and 3.
Correct.
4, 5, 6, everything else, they could leave it like that. So I'm thinking that what they can do is change that Conqueror's trait to whatever the next chapter is. So let's say we go to chapter 3, and I don't know, whatever it's called. Let's call it Smashers. I don't know, whatever.
Yeah, let's call it Smashers.
Whatever that trait is, they could do that for mission 2 and 3. I saw this as a good thing. I was thinking this is something that could easily switch from mission to mission and not have our outdated missions, because I don't know, for me, the funnest time in the game was Apocalypse.
That's right. I just posted the video everywhere. He's a bald spot. That's why he has a hat. And I get fucking wrecked, dude. I ain't got no bald spots. I got so much hair. I gotta shave my fucking head. I gotta shave my face every third day. I still wake up like this. I'm like fucking Harry Potter, but with a beard. All right, it's City 6 or 18. Yes, they are, but they're more than 18. They're really good. No, you should release that video one day before the trial. It's already up. I don't want to fight for efficiency. I'm in 6th place right now. If I go down, I blame you. Well, who cares? You just got to be top 250. Magnetic, you're definitely fine. I'm glad they put the F4 in the Conqueror's tag and they dropped the hero villain thing from DD8. Me too. This is really, really good, Steven. These tags that they have here, I have no complaints whatsoever. Even them gating the mythic, I don't super hate that. But I am curious if Node 10 is going to be so tough that we have to like bring up a Mephisto or bring up an Odin. But it looks like it's going to be a Dark Dimension style, so we'll just be able to kind of whittle our way through it, I would assume.
So when we got to use the latest characters, build them up towards something, and if they keep, and then everybody that played it afterwards, they had to build older characters that were not in the meta. They had to go back and build up all the characters to get Apocalypse, which was worth it at the time. I'm not sure at this time if it's worth it, but I think it's a good thing. So they could easily switch it. We could keep this updated, and if it's working like I hope it's going to work, I hope they keep doing events like this, where they can easily switch out to keep things up to date.
Absolutely, and just put Conquerors and the next team, the Smashers, whatever it is, the next 3-team trait, the next chapter trait. So you have options, right? And then it keeps expanding and expanding and expanding, and then stuff
maybe
like
keep it 2.
Maybe keep it 2. You know, whatever they want to do.
The latest 2 chapters. That way, I like that idea too. I like
absolutely, because I hate when people are still mentioning to me today. I have a friend who started a new account who's actually in our alliance, and he's like, dude, I don't really want to build these characters to get Old Man Logan, but like Old Man Logan's really good, and it's like it feels bad, especially as a player who knows better, right? And has that information or watches content and has that information on, man, they never use these teams anymore. What's the point in building them?
Well, again, you're not building it for those teams.
Yeah,
you're building for Old Man Logan. So the question is it worth these amount of resources to get Old Man Logan? And earlier it was.
Yeah,
at this point, I don't know. You got to kind of look at your resources and things like that. But at a certain point, there's a crossover where it doesn't become worth it. But
for what it's worth, if you care about PvP, Old Man Logan is worth everything. He's worth everything. Even his standing passive stopping charges before his first turn is worth everything. But that's not the point of this conversation. I agree with them. They need to do a better job going back to legendary characters and flipping the tags into newer tags. Something as broad as Conquerors is way better than forcing like Cabal or Illuminati. Now, I don't understand why they hold so tight to needing to do those older teams. I guess I can kind of give credence to the idea like it's part of the journey to build up those characters. But like I say this all the time. You guys know how I feel about this game. I feel like this game happens in expansions, and every year is a new expansion. So when I think about having to build characters from 2 expansions previous, I guess it's 1, because Professor X was the last one. I don't think they do a good timeline on it. I feel like Old Man Logan restrictions should have been lifted maybe 6 months ago. Or they just don't allow the time to update them. I can't understand why or how much time it would take to change it. Maybe there's some sort of technological loopholes they have to go through. I don't understand how they haven't analyzed that this was a problem with the Apocalypse characters and have not put in a method where they can easily change the tags for future legendary characters. It makes absolutely no sense to me that's the case right now. If they change the tags, then they would need to compensate everyone who built Cabal. No, they wouldn't. No, they wouldn't. That's like, okay, that's like saying, if you think like me, I guess, is the no, it wouldn't. And to me, that mentality that you brought up is a lot of like crab bucket mentality. Like you got to hold other people down so you could be at the top. I don't super love that. To me, I would equate it to like this, okay? In the Burning Crusade, you had to get attuned to be able to do Gruul's Lair and to do Serpentine Caverns and to do the Blood Elf one, right? Once Wrath of the Lich King came out, they took that attunement away. So you can go into that old raid content and get that gear that's old, so you can't really use it anymore. And it's similar. Like, yes, you can still use Old Man Logan, but he is an older character. I don't like stopping players from being able to do that. You want players to be able to catch up. How often are alliance captains crying about not being able to recruit the proper player to fit their alliance's roles, right? How often are players crying about like, I'm stuck, I can't catch up, and something like this Old Man Logan having to build up Cabal stops me from being able to catch up a little bit faster. And when I say catch up, they're never going to truly catch up unless they start opening that wallet in a really big way, right? All you're really letting them do is catch up in a certain aspect. I don't know. And this ends our daily scope. We should hire. Yeah.
I like what they're doing here.
Agreed,
like
Steven.
It's very easily switchable. Will they consistently do that?
I hope so.
I don't know. I don't know.
So.
I hope
this
they will.
shows progress, though.
I'll bring it up
this
in the next
this shows
talk
progress,
I have with them.
and I like that.
Yeah.
I think that is very good about this. Now, we do have the Purple 8 level 4 and 5 ISO.
Wait, hold on. Can we go back to
let's go back. What are we going
for? All right. So I don't know if I mentioned it in the video, but they did say about the power level of Blue Marvel.
Okay. Yeah.
Not going to be as strong as Odin, not going to be as strong as Mephisto. So,
ooh, okay.
As far as the name of this, it's not going to be called Dark Dimension. I know that for sure. As far as the structure, I'm not sure if it's going to be closer to the Professor X or some of the previous Dark Dimension.
This is clearly Dark Dimension structure, right? Like there's a certain amount of nodes. We have tags for it. Do we think this is going to be... Well, I guess we don't know. It looks like a Dark Dimension structure, but it could be a Saga structure. It could be... Yeah, I guess it could be Saga structure.
But at least the name is not going to be called Dark Dimension. And the power level of Blue Marvel will be very strong, but not Odin Mephisto level. I'm hoping it's at least Quasar Blastaar level.
Yeah, okay, interesting. Yeah, and that definitely changes things up as well. And it brings to the conversation, is this going to be a legendary? Is it going to be an epic? Is it going to be a mythic? Because if it's not to that level of like Mephisto or Odin, then is it really a mythic?
Kevin, you're absolutely right. I'm stupid. You're absolutely right. If they were to have all these different tags, it would be like that. They could just do like a campaign map instead of Dark Dimension, but this feels like it should be Dark Dimension.
Right? But if it's not part of, you know, this chase that we've been doing for Annihilus where we have another legendary coming, then where do they kind of fit? Is there going to be a new tag added? Is this going to be considered epic? What's going to be kind of how that's going to work? And also, what's going to be the restriction for red stars on this too? This doesn't talk about anything about red stars either. So I'm curious to see if this is going to be like a chase like Professor X, where the quicker you complete it, the more red stars you get, or the farther you get, the more red stars you get in X number days. So we have that to contend with too. And is Blue Marvel really going to be worth it if he doesn't have the reds? Just like Professor X at a 7-7.
Okay, let's be realistic about this. This is just going to be exactly what Odin was. Like, it just, the more I look at it, the more it's just so obvious to me. We don't really need to speculate. It just is what it is. There'll be a 30-day window for you to unlock Blue Marvel, and you get him at 7 red stars. Now, them saying he's not going to be as powerful as Odin or as powerful as Mephisto, I bet that's not quite the right understanding. I bet he'll be as powerful as they are, but not as impactful as they are, right? Like, Odin came in and he countered Mephisto. Mephisto came in and he countered the entire game. Professor X came in, he countered the entire game for at least one match. Blue Marvel's probably going to come. He's going to be as good as Odin or Mephisto. I put money on that, but he's not going to counter Professor X. That's what I would say. Because how could you counter Professor X? To counter Professor X, I don't know. If you have a passive of your own that says turn all passives off, maybe. Otherwise, you would have to have an insane speed stat, some sort of anti-taunt, and like turn 1 nuke, where you immediately take some character off the field immediately. And that's about all you could do. Professor X is a real pickle. I don't know how they're going to have the next mythical character really dump on him. I guess we're going to see with Annihilus. But I don't think this Blue Marvel character, I don't think he's going to be as good as a legendary character. I don't think he's going to be... I think he's going to be better, sorry. I think he's going to be better than a legendary character. I think he'll straddle the line in between Odin and Professor X, if I had to guess. I think he'll be better than Odin, marginally, but not as good as Professor X, if I had to guess. Sealability, energy passive like Immortals. Oh, that's a good idea, Gridiron. That could definitely happen, yeah. Blue Marvel was thought to maybe be one of the Annihilation legendaries, and Annihilus only has 3 legendaries at the time. There is room for Blue Marvel in the Age of Annihilus discussion. Yeah, okay. That's fair. Annihilus will just prevent mind controls. I'm calling it. I don't think that's enough to stop Professor X. Technically, you could do Blue Marvel with only 15 characters, purple 5. Feels low. I think that's right, Turtle. And I think that because Odin was more accessible than Mephisto was before him, right? Like this purple ISO situation, sort of in between mythical character stuff they do, has been traditionally easier to get into than the Dark Dimension, than the Professor X saga. I think it's a much better strategy. Anyway, we're a third in. I've talked more than these fucking chuckle fucks have talked about. Let's go.
7 is a completely different character from 3-3, or a 7-3, right? Completely different character. And the way you play the game is way different. The mind controls, you can change, Invisible Woman to a striker so that Professor X doesn't get hit by the mind controls, because then he doesn't have the most damage. So there's a lot of ways to play around it that it'll be interesting to see how they integrate red stars to this, if they're going to be paid, whatever it's going to be.
I think it will be paid. I mean, just based on some of the events that we've had like what is the Professor X red stars. We've had the chase for Odin to get the red stars for him. I think they're going to do something very similar. It's probably been very profitable for them, which is why they keep repeating that. So I would expect something very similar for this as well. I think this is going to be this is a character that they're going to want to make a lot of money on. So they're gonna have a lot of ways to get the purple ISO 8 chase for that. For the rest of the stuff, probably awaken abilities as well. So yeah, very fun. Now,
awaken abilities. Can't forget about that.
He's probably gonna have.
So, Rosie, what are you talking about with Apocalypse? Apocalypse was not like Odin. Apocalypse wasn't just ISO; he was also gear tier. Apocalypse was a whole other thing. Yeah, Apocalypse was not just gear tier. Sorry, it was not just ISO blue 4 or 5. It was also gear tier 17.
I'm not sure if they had their kit design. I did ask if he's going to have the mythic tag. They were not sure at this point. So
gotcha.
He may or may not have that myth.
Okay. Misinformation, you fucks. You guys said he wasn't going to have that mythic tag. He may or may not. I bet he does.
the tag, but he should be a strong character.
Dude,
Thanks,
Valley
Gridiron.
Flying, dropping all the nuggets in my video here. This is great. Absolutely amazing. I'll take it, man. Hey, I'm here for it. So
There's some things I need to keep out of my video because Marvel needs to review it. But yeah, this is just a normal video. So let's
absolutely,
talk.
absolutely. So we got level 4 and 5, and the big thing that is not mentioned here, but we are obviously assuming it is going to be overpowered, is going to be a factor into this as well. So I did notice that.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, dude.
Why did you remind me about?
Do people actually forget about overpowered? Only people that are... Okay, hold on. Oh, this Valley. I was going to say, only people that are really bad at PvP would forget about overpowered. I love you, Valley. But I gotta feel your fire for the arm wrestling. Because I'm not taking it easy on you next time, motherfucker. I'm giving it to you. Dorky gonna give it to you.
Yeah, dude. So this is going to bring, I'm presuming, level 5, not level 4. Level 5 will be that overpowered tier 12 now. So overpowered is going to be a factor. I'm curious if the 2-tiered overpower is going to be introduced into the game. Remember, because there were 3 tiers of overpowered.
Guys, they dropped that. There's not going to be overpowered 2 or 3. I would bet money that there's not, like, I could be wrong, but I don't think there's going to put an overpowered 2 or 3. I think there's some Krakens, some pretty vocal Krakens that would love there to be 2 or 3. I also think they're shit at the game and 23 other people carry everything that they do. And the reason they win at stuff is because they have 23 other people that coach them through absolutely everything. Or at least 2 or 3 people of those Krakens that have a brain cell left. There is no need for overpowered 2 or 3. To think there is ridiculous. What would you want it to be? Would you want them to take 50% less damage? What are we talking about here? Right? If you honestly, as a person, cannot see how overpowered gives such a crazy advantage in just the first step right now, brother, what are we doing? You're not living in reality. Anyway.
Just 1 level, 2 levels, and then 3 levels. So I'm curious if this is going to help
and yes, I'm talking about
integrate
Sassy.
that into the system as well. But I know looking at the ISO here, Striker 5, 30% damage. It's mainly just stats, just base stats.
The fours are pretty much the same for all of these. It's the 5s that switch up. Now, before we get to this, though, what do you think they're going to do with this? What is your prediction on how they're going to release all this ISO 8, 4, and 5? What is your prediction of it? Obviously, we don't know a lot of stuff, but what do you think they're going to do with this?
So I want to clarify this. We're not trying to hint at anything. We know nothing about this coming out.
Everything I know was already in the video.
We know nothing
for a few
about this
questions
coming
that he's going to
out.
ask. And I got all that information the day before I recorded, so nothing.
Oh, nice, awesome.
I wasn't even holding this information.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, hey, can you make this video? Here's a PDF, and
yeah. So
I was supposed to get it like 2 days before, but anyway, yeah. So I immediately got the information. Anyway.
Yeah, I mean, my guess, right? Like this is.
Yeah, Alan, I saw it all. I'm waiting for them to do an official communication on what they're doing for people that got a partial refund, and then we'll be going crazy, making sure that people get what they're supposed to get. Because I know they're trying to work on it. I know they're trying to do it properly. So what I'm trying to do is just facilitate people that fall through the cracks. So I didn't respond to you. I haven't sent your information to them yet. I'm waiting to see what they do officially, because I think the reason they're taking their time is because they're analyzing people that got partial refunds. And I think that does take time, because there was probably, thousands of people that got partial refunds. So I haven't forgotten about it.
This is lining up with Battle World 2, right? Because they did say roughly around September. It's September 17th that we're recording this, obviously. So, I mean, I'm assuming Battle World 2, since that was technically the release for Purple ISO 3, even though it was delayed and it was mostly just leaderboards and then like Raid Alliance events and stuff. But I don't think that was their original intent for the release of Purple ISO 3. I think it was supposed to be Battle World, but it got knocked back so far that they had to push it somewhere else. So I'm presuming this is going to be Battle World, and maybe drip fed everywhere else. But the main source is going to be Battle World and leaderboards, because obviously they got to make their money.
Battle World makes sense. That's why they switched all the shop credits, all the Battle.
I don't know Major Pain. I don't know where this is coming from. Oops. I don't know where this is coming from. Because they say in this blog that it's coming from leaderboards. So I assume leaderboards. Battle World 2 would make a lot of sense as well. Probably like a drip feed from Battle World 2. Leaderboards makes the most sense because that's what they do for newer characters like this. I'm not sure where this is coming from. I think it would be a gigantic mistake for Scopely. Like, it would be a really big blemish on the clickbait. I think it's probably clickbait title. It could be right though. It would be, in my opinion, a really big blemish on these chapter stores for them to introduce a new progression path halfway into the store. And I know some people, especially some people here, are hoarding antimatter just in case. I think that is unhealthy, and I think that it would lead to unhealthy practices going forward for the seasonal shop currency. And that's bad. I think the seasonal shop is actually really good the way they have it implemented, and to kind of mess with the spirit of it would be a mistake.
World credits, no characters in there, just ISO. That does make sense. So Battle is probably going to release it. Oh, and I want to get your prediction on overpowered. Will this affect overpowered? Will this bring in overpowered level 2?
No.
I think it will bring in overpower level 2. I'm interested to see what they're going to do with it because they did backtrack on like the speed ties being determined by overpowered. So I'm curious to see if they're going to change up the overpowered mechanic or only keep it the same way since there was such a visceral response to the release of overpowered, and maybe they don't want to like compound on that and maybe just leave it where it's at and just be like, hey, you know what? We were able to get away with this with a lot of flack. Maybe we shouldn't add more levels to it to really get under people's skin more. But it wouldn't surprise me if it does. But I will say, I mean, like Skirmisher, 40% damage. That's almost overpowered by itself.
Pull that up. I'm covering it.
Oh, yeah. Hey, I got to scroll up.
Pull that up a little bit. Okay,
so,
there we go.
Skirmisher at 40% damage is nuts, dude.
That's a lot.
That's almost overpowered damage. Like, overpowered is 50%. That's 40% damage. That's a lot of damage from Skirmisher. And honestly, Skirmisher might become a really, really good class, especially for, like, Blastaar, who's going to assist a bunch. Things like Old Man Logan assisting a bunch, any new assisters or anything like that, banking into that striker skirmisher combo is going to be kind of ridiculous.
Now, I can't remember. Now, this is going to stack on top of previous bonuses, right? I don't remember how much damage they're actually getting on previous bonuses, but the Fortifier looks nice. I can't remember how much it's going to get stacked, but 35% damage and barrier, so more damage and survivability. The one that stood out to me, though, was...
So, currently in-game... Skirmishers from being purple 3 in totality get 20% damage. They do get 25% damage on assist, but 20% damage. And strikers get, I think it was 45%. So yes, in this new scenario, they're getting 40% damage increase on 5 instead of the 30%. That still puts them at a 5% deficit. Yeah. No, more than that. What am I doing? They're getting 10% more. They're at a 25% deficit already. It still keeps them at a 15% deficit. So you would still want Striker on characters that do bleeds and stuff like that. So that's pretty important to keep in mind. It looks like the damage that they're giving to like Fortifiers and Skirmishers and all that, it looks like it's getting them closer to all ISOs, giving an even amount of damage, but still not quite.
Raider. Getting that crit chance, crit damage, and damage.
Oh, yeah.
I know in another game we played, that crit chance and crit damage is huge.
I never said they acknowledged OP was bad. I never said that. I don't think they ever would. And I don't think they'll ever remove it because it's built in now. People have built characters because of overpowered, so I don't think they even can at this point. I just think that they know that to push that issue would be a loss. I think what their stated reason for overpowered was to make sure that your investment feels better. That's true. With a caveat, right? It is objectively true that when you put gear tier 20 on a character and you yeet someone off the field, that feels really good. So that makes that investment feel good, right? In the same vein, when you put overpowered on a character and they don't get yeeted off the field and you get to actually employ the strategy that makes this game special, that feels, I guess, good. Because you were probably used to it yeeting you off the field beforehand, which felt bad, right? So it feels good when you're yeeting. It feels neutral when you're not. And it feels bad when you don't have it. Do they realize Fortifiers have least damage of all? We'll see next OP level.
Absolutely.
So
I do
more
wish
of that in this game.
I do wish the crit chance was a little bit higher. I think 5% is a little negligible in my opinion. I think it should be a little bit.
What are they? Aren't they at like 40% right now? Raiders? Am I crazy? They're at 30, so they're only gonna get 35% total. Plus whatever, I think everyone has innate 10%. So it's going to put them all at 45%. I feel like it could have at least been 10% crit chance. I would agree with Dulam on this one. I think crit chance should be a little bit higher for Raiders. I don't think it should be 100% crit chance, but it should be damn close. Damn close to it. What up, Deezy?
A bit higher than 5, just based off of the other game that we play, because 5 is so little, right?
Well, the other game we play, we are able to switch up our gear and get that all the way to 100, so they're always critting. This one is kind of based on what the devs want.
If you look in game right now, okay, we can go look in game right now. I don't think there's going to be 2 levels of overpowered for this. I think there'll be 1. I think you'll be an overpowered increase when you hit ISO 5, not when you hit. Oh, it's gone now. It used to show you what you need to do to hit overpowered 12, and it said purple level 5. I don't think purple level 4 is going to have an overpowered increase, and I think it'll be at purple 5. If they do an overpowered increase at purple 4, fuck, they suck. Okay, that would be worst case scenario. If they do, you know damn well 100% crit chance is red ISO 5, maybe. If they were to do an overpowered increase at purple 4, it would be a fucking annihilation wave, which Age of Annihilus maybe. It would be like an annihilation wave to the Dolphins and mid-spenders of the world. Because Krakens would, at the very least, put, purple 4 on all their characters to get an overpower advantage on every single character. And that would be devastating for PvP. Before it only showed purple 5. If it's just purple 5, it'll only feel as bad as Gear Tier 20 felt. Right? Unless purple ISO is more obtainable, which I doubt it will be. If overpowered starts at purple 4, it's going to feel really bad.
Want for that specific character. So.
True. But it's interesting. I don't know. The Raider class is known for crits, right? Like, that's the Cabal.
Yeah.
50% damage, 50% focus, buff OP. That's what it's always been. It's always been that. Oh, at Ceci. Okay.
Right? So I feel like crit chance should be like 15% to like almost guarantee crits when you're using it with Cabal.
Will that be too strong? Is there a purple? Is there an orange ISO 8 coming after purple?
Yeah, true.
I mean, that's how the gears
They got to
go,
build
right?
on it somehow, right?
Yeah.
They got to build on it somehow.
They got to leave some room for growth. This is not the final stage, is my guess.
Absolutely. So they did talk about leaderboards being one of the main ways of getting purple ISO, right? Which is normal. That's how it is for Gear Tier 20. That's how it was for Gear Tier 19. Leaderboards were the main way. But I think one of the big things that I was thinking about during your video, and I was kind of shocked that you didn't talk about it, was all of this new stuff has been going into the currency store. So would it be a good idea to start hoarding antimatter for this when they end up putting this in here? Hell yeah, dude.
The only reason I didn't mention it is because I didn't think of it. You like, hey, should we? Like, yes, do that. We talked about it before the video. That is actually where I think it's gonna be. I didn't think of the Battle World store, so you mentioned it in this video.
Yeah, dude.
I think that's the 2 places it's gonna be, and obviously leaderboards, different events are gonna be awarding that stuff.
Isn't the Battle World store neutered?
These are the things I think you should be pushing for, especially if you wanted to get Professor X early. Because the leaderboards that gave a lot of that gear. I think the leaderboard's going to be giving a lot of ISO 8 stuff for this. So that's where I think initially, and then you could start to get a slow trickle from the Battle World store and a trickle from the Antimatter store. That's my prediction, though, because everything I know about it is on this.
Battle World store is dead, guys. Battle World store is dead. Yeah, it's for store credits only. There's no such thing as Battle World currency anymore. Battle World store is dead.
Blog post here.
Yeah, absolutely. But I mean, I know people who have antimatter up the.
Now it could be on the Battle World store. You know how there's astral nodes. If there's a special node, they could be getting purple ISO 4 or 5 from there, I suppose.
Wazoo, like I know people who have 2 million antimatter and they've got nothing to spend it on, so they're just sitting on it, just hoarding it, just not spending it.
I guess they buy.
First of all, it's not that they have nothing to spend it on. It's that they don't want to spend it on character credits because people have been saying to hoard this shit. It's because they don't want to spend it on Gear Tier 20 because some of them don't play the fucking game in PvP, okay? I play the game at a very competitive level for a very moderate amount of spending compared to other players. You know how much antimatter I have? I got the majority of it like yesterday as well. What is going on with LD Player? Fucking chill, dog. I have 161,000, and that's only because I started relaxing on using it for Shaw and Rachel Summers and Azazel Shards, because I got them up to 6 stars. No way I'm going to get it up to 7. It's just not going to happen. I'm back to farming just gear tier 20. If you are just farming the gear tier 20 pieces you want to see, you will rest at 0 antimatter. It's only people that are hoarding it. I'm telling you, it would be a huge mistake for them to put it in during chapter 2. And it also just doesn't line up. Not grabbing Scorpion. No, I have Scorpion unlocked. I don't think I'll do any of those characters. There's only a month and a half left of chapter. Fuck you, Ceci. Competitively, don't call him for Last Dark for the fuck you, Ceci. What was I gonna say? Oh, Ceci immediately tilted me out of my brain. Apparently, isn't there only a month and a half left of chapter 2 anyway? This first Blastaar event we got came super late, didn't it? So I assume we get another Blastaar event in like 2 weeks. And then I assume the final one is like when Quasar's was, right? So I don't know about that. 53 days it says. All right, so less than 2 months, yeah. I think it would be a big mistake for them to put Purple ISO in here. I also think it would piss off a lot of spenders, so they definitely won't do it. Because spenders don't want people that have hoard to be near them on Purple ISO.
All the character start, they don't need to buy it there. They have all their
buy it there.
Buy all the gear.
Yep. So imagine somebody sitting there with 30,000 cores, 1.7 million antimatter, and just buying all the Purple ISO that gets thrown in there. That could be a really big leg up on not spending potentially, or even just bridging the gap between spending and then that free to play min max, and then there you go. You have you have Blue Marvel, right?
Start to hoard this, guy. Start to hoard.
Start to hoard now.
Just like when we know a level cap's coming, start to hoard energy. We know this is coming. Start to hoard your antimatter. Yeah,
that's it. And that's the essence of the video. Hoard the antimatter right there. So a couple things that was not
probably
talked about.
Battle World credits too. Battle World. Actually, I'm not buying it. There's no reason to not. Anyway, I'm hoarding them anyway. Sorry.
Valley, there's no such thing as Battle World credits. They're gone. They're not in the game.
Yeah, no reason to. No, you're good. I mean, there was. I wish, man. I wish. So that's pretty much the essence of this one, making sure you're keeping that antimatter ready to go for a potential addition of Purple 4 and Purple 5, and obviously keeping your eyes out for future blogs regarding leaderboard events, all that kind of stuff.
Oh, Gridiron. You know I like these guys. I'm friends with both these guys. Fuck this guy forever, but I am friends with these guys. They play the game differently, right? Like, they play the game... There's so many different sects of players in this community. What I will say for Valley, his community is super positive. I don't care if they're like not super duper in the trenches. Like we're fucking hardcore players. That's why we're the best. That's why our community. If we could have war based with community versus community, the Dorky Dad community is waxing everybody. We could literally take it 1v12 and we would wax the entirety, because that's just how entrenched into the kits and how much we know about the problem solving in this game, okay? But that's not for everybody. But at least Valley's Flying crew, they're positive, they're chill, they're good people, is what I'll say, right? They're not these fucking whiny baby losers all the time, which I think is good. Which communities have more sweats than Dorky? 0. We are the sweatiest. We are the gym bros. Just, I haven't been to the gym in a few years, unfortunately. This is another in the terrible Dulom. Fuck Dulom, I agree there. Yeah. Fuck you, Dulom.
Stuff that you can potentially min-max to get.
They're not Ceci. Ceci's in everyone's community.
As fast as
he's
the
spy.
I'm hoping he's really, really good. I really hope he is like impactful on release. Especially, they said what, plug and play up here? They use those words.
Yeah.
They said plug and play.
They've been using them with Quasar, Blastaar. Yeah. I think they want to keep it in their lane so they get their profits, but also give more theory crafting back, it seems.
Absolutely.
So I kind of like what they're doing. They're not going full into one or the other. But
I agree. I think they're finding a balance.
I have no idea what his kit is going to be like, but I'm so looking forward to this chase. I want to collect that purple fort, but just to have something to chase, I'm excited.
I'm excited. Exactly. I'm excited for that chase. So I appreciate you coming on with me today, Valley. Thank you very much. Dropping little nuggets that were not in your video as well. Absolutely amazing.
Yes,
I appreciate your time, good sir. I am going to have a link down to Valley Flying's video in the description.
For what it's worth, yeah, that's the kind of face that yeah, when I think of Jewel, that's the face I think of. Oh, that's mean. Okay, Dulom for whatever it's worth, and I don't think it's worth very much. How is this on the ground? My kids must have been in here playing with it. I just noticed that the Switch 2 is fucking like capsized. Doolum used to be good. Doolum gave up on the game. I think Overpowered made Doolum give up, right? Doolum used to be really decent in CC. Now, when I watch a Doolum CC video, it's crazy how many mistakes he makes, how many parts of kits he forgets that are speed related, which is everything. I think Doolum just gave up, right? I don't think Doolum's stupid. I just don't think he cares anymore. I think he's having fun doing the content creation stuff. I see him doing more and more of these kind of videos. Now, I don't like the clickbaity stuff, but it is what YouTube is. Doolum was never good? No, I think it was okay. You know for sure Blue Marvel will counter Professor X? Assume not? No, I have no idea. I don't think he will counter Professor X. Will Blue Marvel have the same type of red stars event as Xavier and Odin? 100% he will, Trez. They make a lot of money doing that. Has he always been bad at CC? Wasn't he top 100 and stuff? Oh, fair enough, Purple Brown. Okay. Opening Professor X broke Doolum? I think so. Weak mentality. But I actually think he's a really smart guy. And he has a really cool job. Kind of guy you love to hate. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, let's do War or let's do the free-to-play Blastaar Invasion event. Yeah, no, I think Doolum doesn't care anymore. Which, I mean, I kind of get it. When your character gets yeeted, when you don't do something wrong, but you miss a damage check, and, like, you should still have the right control over it, but then you get one shot, you're just like, what do I care now, right? This I agree with what Steven says right here. I have no problem with them monetizing reds on Odin and Professor Xavier. I do have a problem that people who unlock Professor X now don't get at least the 4 reds. I think 4 or 5 reds should be what you get automatically. With a gifted account that was already there. I thought, I'm not sure, Reaper. I think he was gifted an account, but it's obviously gifted accounts fall out of favor within 3 months. We all agree? This is just a fact. Like, gifted account, if you don't spend on it, will fall out of that sort of competitive place after 3 months. We're just getting a cargo bay. Okay. I do think the reds should be available a little bit sooner. Oh ho ho! Isn't this, so this one is Astral Ares, right? I want to do it. Can I do it? I'll do this match first instead. Hopefully we'll post the video. Hopefully we won't have a legendary crash out this time. Fucking crash out was crazy last time. It was crazy, boys. Using normal team check on a check replay. Okay. Here, let me just do this first. How's it going, everybody? We got a war video up against Luxury Resort. My last war, there was a legendary crash out. Oops, that's our layout. And I was unable to post that video because it got really sweary really fast. So we're going to try and not tilt off the planet this time. And to do that, I'm going to start with one of my favorite matches, and that's going to be Absolute A-Force. We got a Dormammu, we got an endgame Thanos, and I'm going to hit it with my Secret Warriors Black Cat combo. This does save my Mercs to go do whatever Mercs want to do. I really do like this team. We do have Gear Tier 20 on Phantom Rider. We got Gear Tier 20 on Black Cat. I'm being told to wait, and you know what I say? I say, no way. I'm not going to wait. I stopped stream. Crash it, incoming brace yourself. Is the stream still going? The stream is still going. We failed this previously. I think y'all failed this previously, but I'm not going to fail this previously. Gridiron said it best. Fuck it, we ball. Let's go. Could I use the Mercs team on this? Absolutely. But the problem is this needs to be our Secret Warrior use. Of course, we could wait 2 weeks for our Phantom Rider to get higher stars and be able to handle it. But I see some Odins. And if we can save some old man Logans to counter him in various ways, I think that is going to be beneficial. So let's go. Secret Warriors of Black Cat stops the revives. This is going to be super important. Full Secret Warriors is not the move here at all. Let's go ahead and special. Bam, bam, bam. We luckily didn't hit the endgame Thanos here, so he is not about to wreck us, which is good. He might be about to wreck us now. There goes Dormammu. So we did get the revive. We're still stuck here for now. So I'm going to use the basic. We're going to save that special, that stun. I do believe I get to use it on Kahori in the next one. All right, there go the charges. Let's go ahead. Ooh, I got some options here. Let's alt on the Kahori. We could have alted on the Medusa as well. We'll alt on the Kahori for this one. Bam. Bam, bam. All right, there we go. Lots of buffs are up. Ha ha ha. Alt or basic? Alt. Basic calls in an assist? No. Alt does not do slow either. They have immunity anyway. Let's do the alt. Good stuff. I have a stun. Stun trauma. We'll get hit by the endgame Thanos passive if we do this, but it might be a good time to get hit by that passive anyway. Or let's steal all these buffs. It's not actually going to steal it, but we'll get all these buffs. Here we go. Good stuff so far. I kind of would love Quake to die here. Oh, she didn't want to die here. Oh, well. This does not call an assistant. Is Phantom Rider going before her? Ooh! I forgot. Quake with follow-up attacks is deadly. There's the kill. All right, this is good because now we get the speed bar. We can now take the immunity off Miss Marvel Classic with the Phantom Rider special. This is going to put a stun trauma on her. We don't get the stun over here because we're down one of our members here, which is not our favorite thing in the world. But we can finish the Medusa, or with our offense up, we might be able to come over here and finish this. Yeah, I'm going to basic. This basic does so much goddamn damage, even though we're only at 2 red stars. Look at that. Look at that. Look at my boy. My boy coming in with the horse is so good. Oh, my God. Get out of my face, Thanos. Get out of my face. I love this. I love this team. Against this team. Otherwise, not my favorite. It looks dirty, but it plays out the way you need it to play out. We had the protection for our revives. Even Black Cat still had her stun ready to go. She had a revive, so she would have revived against the endgame Thanos anyway. Looks dirty, but it plays smooth. You see there's an offer for Phantom Rider Awaken Ultimate, 5,000 cores. Yeah, just don't do that. Didn't they say we're going to earn the Phantom Rider Ultimate Awakened ability when if you're a pass buyer? You're just going to get it for free, I think. Sure, Ben, scroll all the way down to the Blitz sword. For some people, it's glitched out. It's all the way down at the bottom. Okay, so we did a different Professor X, you're telling me? Oh, no. What is this? Deuce, my boy. Who signed off on this? Is it because Odin starts with specials, so he just starts charged? He doesn't, though, because this guy gets speed bar and goes first, right? So that's why this was an unmitigated disaster, I would assume. It worked here, though. Does the Emma make Odin go first? Maybe. Aries Songbird. Interesting. Random account went ahead and did this one. All right, I'll do the next one. Smaller characters, so I can see it being okay. It is security, so I don't super love that. We want Storm because she can stun the... Isn't this just a prayer on a coin flip? Aren't we just praying that Storm wins the coin flip here? That doesn't seem very smart to me. This is a prayer to win the coin flip so that you can stun the Franklin before he goes. And if you don't, it's bad. Right? Why not Black Panther Shuri here? They used a different team. Well, we can't use Astral Emma here because of Nightcrawler, right? So there's that. If I came in with Black Panther Shuri, we ability block Franklin. I guess it doesn't matter. I do want to make you a Raider just in case, though. God, I want you to be a striker, too. Who has a higher damage set, Odin or Quasar? Because I have them both at 1 diamond. Damage stat. Odin. Oh, by a long shot. Quasar is far down there. Quasar is 30th. Okay. Odin by a long shot. Okay. It's just my thinking is with Havoc, if you put him here, when he does his mind control attack, he's then guaranteed to stun the Professor X. Anyway. All right, we're tempted fate again by taking on the Professor X Nightcrawler team here. It's actually a pretty small Fantastic Four, so hopefully that'll work for us. We have Gear 20 on everybody except Ares. Ares is a must here because of the Nightcrawler. Astral Emma doesn't work here because of the Nightcrawler stopping the stuff. So here we go. This should be okay. You'll have Silence. I'll only have Silence if Storm loses the coin flip. Oh, you were talking about what I was talking about earlier. Well, it's the same sort of, not bug, but when Havoc does a mind control attack, he clears the Silence like he does in Arena, right? But I digress. We're kind of just hoping that our Storm's going to win this coin flip. And she did, so that's great. I can actually stun here too, but I think it would drop off, wouldn't it? Oh, Quasar is going to kill my Odin. If Quasar doesn't kill the Odin, she definitely will. Actually, maybe we kill here with Quasar. Oh my god. Get some diamonds on your Fantastic Four. I'm going to take your whole house and more, bitch. All right, that was just straight bullying. Would we have won if they had diamonds? No, because we won the coin flips. But would we have lost if they had diamonds and we lost the coin flips? Yes. Yes. So, as Scopely says, get fucked, poor boy. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Jesus Christ, I'm just kidding, guys. Why doesn't Ares take Invisible Man stealth? Because he's a bitch. Pretty much because he's a bitch. What am I doing? Oh, why did I click on that? Brought me to that page. Okay. No coincident contest, Clippy Clippy, yeah. Ares can't go stealth as he steals taunt, and game will crash if he steals both. He should just remove it then. Is it just me, or did they say the Strike Store would be updated and have character shards at some point? That store needs a big boost? This store needs a boost big time? The Strike Store is just going to be the Blitz Store, the Arena Store, the Raid Store, the War Store, the Crucible Store, and I guess the Battle World Store, all sandwiched together. Oh, there's a cable here, so we can't Illuminati this. And maybe you could just because of the size difference, but you shouldn't try. Because he's going to go first. El Spaghetti Code is real. I don't really want to use my Mighty Avengers on this. We did NA into Spiders and MA into Alpha. Don't know if NA scales to full buffs. Yeah, NA scales. NA scales for sure. Ooh, no. No, random account. No, save that. You're crazy. He's crazy for that. He's crazy for that. Oh my god. Oh, I'll do NA on it. It's fine. Yeah, it's fine. NA was going to smash this one. Especially my NA. Where are they? There they are. There's no Noir. I was going to say if there's a Noir, I'll take Doc and it'll go extra fast. Yeah, yeah. Oh, true. The war does seem like it's already over, but we'll see. All right, we got a Super Skrull with Spider Society here. I'm going to hit it with NA. This should be relatively easy. This should be just, you know, Skrull gets nuked, and we go from there. We're going to avoid using Tigra Special here, because we don't want to put too many bleeds out. We don't want to get too many buffs and activate that Skrull. And then Thing is going to do Thing stuff for sure here. All right. Oh, Thing's going first? I mean, fucking we ball, eh? Let's take him out. We'll just kill the Skrull here then. We'll use the special. Yeah, that guy's super dead. Should be anyway, we'll see. Speed up is applied. Let's go ahead and do a turn meter rewind. Want to try and get these buffs off of Penny Parker, if at all possible. Let's see here. Cannot be counterattacked or blocked. That's kind of annoying because it means that this is not going to land. Let's do it here anyway. In a perfect world, we'd want those deflects off, but can this not be blocked? Oh, this can't be blocked either. All right, but she gets a lot of resist when we do that. It didn't matter. Screw your resist, lady. Punch her in the face thing. One hit. It took one hit and she died. Yeah, NA's kind of cracked. And, folks, this is why we got post-Ares stats, if anybody was wondering. If you're ready for post... Doctor Strange, I don't know, whatever the next stat bump is gonna come, it's gotta come because these old war teams are still demolishing. Yeah, but okay, that's unfair. This was old stats versus old stats. That's why it looks so impressive, I suppose. Failing to play. You guys are so mean. Try and get these war attacks done so we can go do the free-to-play run. Was Thunderstrike for? Is Thunderstrike the next character? I have no idea who the next legendary character is. Is that in Data Mines or something? Blitz? I mean, he could just be for War or Crucible or Arena. Could be a raid character as well, I guess. Battle World character. He could just be a standalone character the same way like Odin and Null are. I don't think we always need to tie legendary characters to all game modes. I think Old Man Logan is a war character for sure, but he's so good everywhere. Just a guess right now. Well, I can promise you it's not going to be Blitz. The silhouette hint? What silhouette? I'm out of the loop. I am, as the kids say, completely fucking dumb. Risa's gonna dump on Bloody Crow. Maybe it's not Mikestro to give Undying a legendary on the full roster. I don't think they're gonna give a legendary character to Undying, nor to Phoenix Force. Well, I guess Phoenix Force already has one technically. Do you have a Discord group? I'll send it. Yeah. Exclamation Park Discord. That's the Dorky Den Discord. We do some fun stuff in there. RTA best game mode. Daedalus coming in with the hot knowledge. I can't say better judgment. I left the context in. Why is there only one piece of gear to Tony the Antimatter store now? There should be two. Something happened with the stores and they like flung themselves all over the place. It's really weird. Uh-oh. Why is Legendary Killer in there for so long right now? I'm scared. I'm scared. We fellowshipping tonight? Is Fellowship out tonight? I could be down. I could definitely be down, yeah. They did for some people, Steven. For other people, it's not there yet. I think there was like a background update. Beta starts this afternoon? Oh, I don't think I got into the beta. Oh, I got a ping general. Oh, thanks, turd. Oh, yeah. Look at that hair floating in the wind. That makes a lot of sense. That's cool. I don't know who that is. I don't know who that guy is. I'm not familiar with him. It's an open beta. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I'll definitely be there with you then, Dead. I don't know how much I want to put into the beta, though, because I want to go hard on it when it goes live. So I don't want to get bored of it. Still haven't heard anything back from Scully about the Secret Warriors calendar I never got. Do I escalate or what? They're still trying to figure out what they're going to do to people that got half compensation. Either they're trying to figure it out or they're just identifying who got half compensation and then they're going to make those players whole. So I'm waiting to see what they do, Canderous, Morningstar. And based on that, then I'll go to them with the information that people have sent me. But they did say they are looking at what they're going to do for those players. I have a meeting coming up with some of them. It's in a couple days, though. I will ask then. Oh, no. Okay. No NDA, so you can stream it? Oh, nice. I mean, I was streaming it before. What type of game is that? It's basically a Mythic Plus simulator, Tresnote. If you're familiar with Mythic Plus from WoW. Except the like find a group system is infinitely better. Infinitely better. And they're gonna have the new characters available, Dead? They have 2 new ones. Nice. There will be 7 heroes for players to choose from during the open beta. 2 tanks, 3 DPS, 2 healers. Will most notably have a new melee DPS Mara available and bringing back Edrios, everyone's favorite fire throwing DPS. Wait, 3 DPS? So there was the Ice Mage, then the Warrior, then there's the Rogue and the Fire Thrower. So which of the 2 originals did they take away? Huh. Let's get these done. Didn't play the closed beta. Oh, okay. Interesting. Where's my 3-piece Undying at? Domino. Oh, I guess I could use Domino here now. I want to see how hard she hits on her own. What up, whoop? All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. All right, we got an accursed, but instead of having old Emma, it has Lady Deathstrike here. This is really important. When there is an Emma, this fight is infinitely tougher, and I actually like to sub in additional speed bar, because when Shaw gets dropped below 50% life, Emma gets to go. She does her special. Luckily, Undying puts trauma out there, so this team still should work there. But yeah. But I'm going to use 3-piece Undying with a Domino, because I like to save Zombie Scarlet Witch for Mercs matches. So we're saving that for that, and this should go quite smoothly because there's no Emma, and because we have Gear Tier 20 Juggernaut now. Recently put Gear Tier 20 on him, gearing up for when the Zombie Kestrel comes to the game. Already in the data mine, so fun times, fun times. Don't love that we immediately got controlled by the Rachel. But that does happen here. It is what it is. Let's put the ability block over here. Hopefully it doesn't kill her. Good, it didn't kill her. There we go. Let's get some bleeds. This also shouldn't kill. Good. I don't want to kill. Let's just do big damn damage. Boom, boom, boom. Oh my god, Domino. I only put her here because I didn't get to use her with Secret Warriors. I didn't think she was going to devastate the enemy. My god. All right, and we'll spread the debuffs from Rachel. Is everybody ready for this great spread? Oh, everyone's covered in debuffs now. That was great. Oh my god, that's so funny. They're low star levels again. Just use Old Forest Oak here with the fight. I mean, I have so many teams. I don't have 14 attacks, so it doesn't really matter. They announced the new raid team yet? I don't think we're getting a new raid team. Yeet! Yeah. I got a lot of animations I need to do. Now that this Blastaar trial stuff is behind us, kind of, we're going to do the free-to-play run using Mega Bro's account, and then we're going to tackle some stuff. Okay, so we can't use Vigilante because of Ares, but I could use Fantastic Four and just walk over this. I could use an... Oh, I already used Odin. I could use a different Mephisto team and walk over this as well, I suppose. Just with speed bar gain. Do I want to save Fantastic Four, or do I want to use a Mephisto here? I suppose Liberty would also beat this, right? Mystic Raid team gotta be... It's gonna be a Mystic team by the looks of it, H0, but it doesn't have to be raids. So, do I even have Mephisto? I do have Mephisto. I could do like a Mephisto Night Stalkers on this. Beat it up. Mephisto Night Stalkers? Or we just be safe when we do Fantastic Four. Let's just do Fantastic Four. Bam, 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 bam. Nobody's stopping our speed stat gain. Who do I want to bring in for fun? We'll bring in Havoc for fun. That's a fun character. He's also slower than this, but faster than everybody else. That's good. Put you over here. You can be Striker. We'll switch this. Actually, you can stay Raider. Striker. We were in Darkhold 120 at a time. I know, isn't it great? Wong's next, then Morgan. All right. Maybe Overkill, but I think Overkill is underrated, so let's get it done. All right, we found a Wild Mephisto coming in hot with a Ares, so I'm just gonna go ahead and hit it with Fantastic Four. I'm summing in Quasar for a little bit of flair here, a little bit of fun. No Emma X on the enemy team, so we're gonna get a bunch of turns here, and we're just gonna absolutely walk over this. This I would consider overkill. I did think about doing a Mephisto mirror match instead, just with a speedboard advantage from like Oath or Cable or something like that, and we would have walked over that as well. But hey, it's early on, so overkill is underrated. Just get it done. Invisible Woman will pull everybody in, put that defense down. Then we're going to have Franklin's going to come in and decay all those effects off. Actually, we're going to give him offense up first. Let's start working down this Omega Red. Get out of here, nerd! Oh, well, first Ares goes, then he goes. This was not a substantial punch down. So this is a thing of beauty that we're seeing here. All right, let's do a stun. And then, you know, let's just do the ultimate. She's already stunned. No, she's dead. Never mind. All right. Good stuff. Too early for Mystic Raid team. We didn't get the Annihilator's Omega Red yet. They really got to get that Omega Red situation figured out, too. Yeah. They really got to get that figured out. It's kind of annoying that it hasn't been figured out yet, right? King Reaper thinks they might be War. Accursed were the last non-raid arena team, right? So they're Crucible. War would make sense. Yeah, War would make sense. Night Stalkers, Kestrel. Let's go. I'm super excited to see Zombie Kestrel's kit. I'm actually really excited. Kestrel is such a fun character. All of their Scopely originals have actually been really fun characters to play. You know, Val getting those exposes up, hitting that devastating ultimate, that was a fun mechanic and a scary mechanic to face off against. Kestrel pings were great. The permakill from Deathpool was amazing. Weaver's been a lot of fun. Oath is not necessarily a Scopely original, but it's like an original concept of making Karen Page an Empire. She's super fun. They do a good job. When it's their baby, they do a good job, I find. Anyway. All right, we got a Orcus with Doom comps. We're going to hit it with a Night Stalker's Kestrel. Kestrel obviously stops the summon from happening, and then Blade can one-shot the Doom. Where this doesn't work is with Apocalypse over Doom. If you are not have an overpowered advantage, then Blade sometimes doesn't kill Apocalypse. And you might tilt off the planet and have to not post a video of your war that day. Otherwise, though, this works great. Hopefully, Blade will flip it on himself. He sure does. Defense down goes on the Doom. Defense down does not go on Apocalypse because he spawns with immunity. Keep that in mind. But as you see, when it's a Doom, it's pretty free. Oh, poor Kestrel. Kestrel's at an overpowered disadvantage against this Scientist Supreme, so she's super dead here. Oh, can we get that offense up off of her? No, she's super dead here. My initial assessment was correct. But, with that revive, get out of here with that revive. Get out of here. She only stuns tech and mutants. Zombie Squirrel Hater? I really wanted Zombie Squirrel Girl. No, I voted for Zombie Squirrel Girl. I much would have preferred a giant zombie squirrel exploding, leaving guts all over the field. That would have been so much cooler. With the new design of Annihilation Raids being team restriction instead of trait restricted, I'm almost banking that it's going to be a raid team so they can sell more. Maybe. I don't know. Okay, what have we done here? What about zombie scroll army that turns the enemy team into more zombie scrolls? I like that idea too. Let me scroll up in the text and see what people have been doing here, because I feel like Astral Emma is what people have been doing. Interesting. Just getting some ISO changes. Okay, I'll be interested to watch the replay here. I don't like this matchup. I'd be curious to know if we can sacrifice an old man Logan here. So, I mean, what must happen is Odin goes first. He does his special. He gets the charges, but then he doesn't get the battlefield effect up, right? If we could use an old man Logan here, that would feel better, in my opinion. Since you mentioned that in YouTube video, right now 250th place is basically 8 million points. Okay. Good to know, Trez. Very good to know. Sure, I'll just do Vigilante here. Let's just get some of these attacks in while we wait. I want to watch the random account fight, though. All right, this is one of those matchups where we're just going through the motions. We have a Star Jammers team here. There's no Chavez, nothing tricky here. I think there's a Gladiator, but that doesn't do anything. People just like having Havoc on offense nowadays, which makes a whole lot of sense. Vigilante comes in with their war buffs and just obliterate this. Vigilante don't even need their war buffs to come in and demolish this. Vigilante, they're an interesting team, right? Because they're so good. They're so fun. People built them so high. They're so close to being able to deal with some of the craziest teams that we sometimes see. But they fall just flat because they have to be a full team. I always found that kind of disappointing with them. But, I mean, when you build up a raid team and you get an auto win in war alongside with being able to sim raids, I guess you can't complain too much, right? And Crucible, they do some cool stuff too if somebody's stupid and puts like Orcus Mephisto up or something like that. I could gear tier 20 my ancient one now. Should I do it? I'll have the entire Astral team at gear tier 20. Pretty fucking elite. Pretty fucking elite, guys. Skill rate team is the best. I agree with that. Mighty Avengers cost me 3 losses in my last war. So instead of trying to utilize them in a fun way this war, we're going to do a 7 million punch down into Alpha Flight with Cable and America Chavez. I don't like this team, Mighty Avengers. They make me sad. Like Vigilante, they need to have their entire team to do what is actually interesting from them. But they're super slow until they're not. And you just cannot justify putting gear tier 20 on them. So against the interesting fun matches you'd like to use them with, if you were a regular person, putting gear tier 20 on literally any of these characters, it just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. So like they're a good war team, but they're a super luxury, and without the proper investment, they're kind of super trash. Anyway, we're not even gonna waste time using the Falcon special. Let's get out of here. All right. Wouldn't Mephisto with Liberty work? Mephisto could help kill Odin quickly. Yeah, we should just be using Liberty Mephisto against that team. Actually, that's a good call. What the hell else are we going to be doing with that team? But he would still do the damage to it. Oh, no, it was a loss. Let's see. Oh, you just canceled it. Okay. Didn't actually do the fight yet. By same logic, it is smart to put Gear Tier 20 on Ancient One. Purple Brown, don't use my own logic against me having fun, okay? It's illegal in this chat. We've had no infestations. Not a single one. Gear to 20 Cosmic goes here, maybe feel rich. I haven't done that yet. I don't think I can bring myself to do it, honestly. I don't think I can. Could you not just Liberty this then and eat the Odin hit, I guess? Team in Discord. The coin flip between Storm and Franklin. Yeah, it's still the right fight though, Bloody Crow. Go for it. Take that coin flip. Don't fuck it up. And by fuck it up, I mean roll the good luck. Because somebody just geared your Rhino for fun. True. Full live loses. Okay. Because of Null? Why? Because why does Null do? Is Null going before Odin now? Right, they did something with speed stat, so he gets it immediately, right? And you can't rewind Null either. Okay. Darkness on everyone, pew pew pew, friendly fire. Yeah. I mean, I kind of want to use Old Man Logan with 3-piece Astral is what I kind of want to do. But I guess without 4-piece Astral, you're stuck on this taunt, right? That's a problem. That's a big problem. Yeah, it's a big problem. Wait, no. We if Doctor Strange and Elsa are getting the rework, I don't want to use any Mystic gear. That's crazy. I was about to go gear tier 20 here. I definitely don't want to do that. So we like Astral with Emma on that. I don't know if I do like that. Null is such a butt. He's a butt of a character, huh? What are you cooking up, Halcyon? Oh, under attack. Let's see what he does. He targeted the gear tier 19 not level 105 Black Knight. So I'm wondering if Halcyon was trying to see a limit test, maybe. See if you can get through it real easy like. I kind of want to do the match for fun, though. I have a big Shadow King. 7 red stars, also versus 5 red star Odin. So that's interesting, too. $12 Shit, man, my days are so short. My days are too short to get done what I need to get done. All right, guys. Here's the plan. Everyone is going to go into their mom and dad's wallet and make a new Twitch account, and or just start taking people's primes, okay? Okay, what I need everyone to do on the street. Go to your neighbor and say, "Do you have Twitch Prime?" Or sorry, "Do you have Amazon Prime? Are you giving it to someone on Twitch yet?" Okay, go give it to Turkey Dad, and then I'm going to get my wife to stay home. And then I'll be able to stream with you guys for 12 hours a day. If we can do that, if we can retire my wife, I will stream for you guys 12 hours a day. And we'll have all kinds of crazy fun stuff, okay? But we gotta coerce the Twitch Prime community. We gotta get it all. We gotta catch it all like Pokemon. Speaking of Pokemon, I'm probably gonna buy that Switch game. We'll play the new Pokemon game together. I don't know. I thought that could be like super nerdy and fun. Dorky viewers have no friends. Damn. Okay, this did not go well, huh? Let's watch. Too bad we don't have Insidious 6 yet. Actually, I don't know how Insidious 6 would do against the Thing, right? Oh, he hit it with MA. What the fuck? This is not what I wanted to see. So his MA couldn't kill a 5 red star Odin. We're all a bunch of introverts. True. Oh, it's been on null. Okay. Is the problem here he killed too many people? Oh, he didn't use special. That's not good. I don't think special would have made his Hercules lap, though. Maybe it would have, because he did get the 60% turn bar, right? Anyway, he's dead now. There's nothing he can do here. He pulled the charges off, I assume, and then he insta died. If you kill anyone or anyone loses buffs, Falcon doesn't let you lap. Yeah, so if Falcon doesn't let you lap, you're kind of wrecked. 3 people doesn't give enough turn meter. Okay, fair enough. Well, I'm going to be a big man, and I'm going to hit this with Astral. Let's see what happens. Most of the match. I did. Odin survived at 2% life. Oh, no, did he? You actually... Oh, because you take the charges off, but you can't stop his swipe, right? I'm surprised you got that far with him swiping your ass like that. Didn't strike her. Oh, no. So this is the team people have used. We're going to give it a shot. I'll keep Skirmisher, because if she dies, who cares, right? I think I'll make him a striker for this. I think so. All right, we got a hard team here. Now, this team... I think this team would actually lose against the Insidious 6 once we get the... Superior Spider-Man, but they would need to be built up really, really high, really, really heavy. So we're going to try this team, which someone did use earlier. Somebody one-shot it, somebody didn't. The idea here is that we are going to be... There is a way to make this auto-win. I just want to get that out of the way. If I use Old Man Logan here, this is an auto-win. If I take out Strange and I use Old Man Logan, Odin's going to start. He's going to special. He does not gain the battlefield effect. He also does not gain charges. And then it would be a coin flip between Null. I don't think Null could lose speed stat. He would go, and then one of my characters would go. It would be Old Man Logan or it would be Emma. In which case, you need Striker Old Emma. We'll figure that In which case, okay, well, hold on. Now I gotta redo this. Fuck off, Hellscale. Why do I need Striker Old Emma? What? For what reason? For damage? For what reason is Striker on Old Emma? Nope, Cypher's jacking it from me. Fun. Skirmisher Emma doesn't help that. Striker could finish somebody off. You think that Emma landing her slows is not good? Huh? Who does Thing end up punching here also? Oh, I really did get eject. Would Fantastic Four be better here? You'd have to do like Fantastic Four with Silver Sable. She not ISO hits on special? No, I know. I know she does that. I was just don't think she'll end her slows at the focus, no? Or to use Night Stalkers. Boo. Boo. Have we had any reason to use Liberty yet? Could use Liberty Mephisto here just to get us through it. I'll do that. Whoops. All right, I'm going to use Liberty Mephisto up against this absolute A-Force team. Just need to get the ball rolling, get ourselves out of Cargo Bay, and then the boys can kind of take over the war from there. We got a good group of captains and soldiers in our alliance. They should be able to handle things once we get these war buffs down. The enemy alliance is not like super stacked by any means. There's one team that has given us a hard time. It is an Odin Null Black Knight Cosmic Ghost Rider team. So that's kind of interesting that we are slipping up on that one. We'll see how much easier it becomes. Should I special here? Sure. We'll see how much easier it becomes once globals are done, I assume. Oh, God. She dead. Oh, she's not dead. Oh, whatever. Let's rewind over here. She dead. All right. Everyone's dying. This will make me lose my buffs, but who cares? Because then we're going to get a bunch back. Oh, no. My buffs. Anything but that. We'll take out the Miss Marvel Classic. I kind of want a basic just to bad manners my way through the rest of this fight. I'll do nothing but basic her to death now. All right, cool. This is an auto win team. It's just not a good use of Liberty. All right, let's see what Cypher did. Cypher hit it with the team. Okay, let's see how it plays out. No gear tier 20, no gear tier 20. Yes, gear tier 20. Is a striker as well. All right, let's just check it out. Striker on Shadow King 2. Let's see. Let's see what we see, how we see it, and where we see it. Let's go. Odin special. So he gets charges, but nothing else. There's no character that removes charges on this team, right? Wait, you go all in on Odin? I would not have expected the all in on Odin. Shadow King special and also ability block, so no ultimate from him. Absolute wrecked. Ancient One special on Odin. Okay, so we're back on Odin now. Everyone's dead. Doctor Strange special. This does do percentage damage. Not a striker. Definitely Strange striker here. Because that's also percentage damage. Huh. Interesting. Okay. Clean as fuck. Well done, Cypher. Well done indeed. Didn't try and hit it like MA like some sort of Neanderthal. I hate MA. They're such a bait team. They're so close to being good, yet so far. I can only buy 2 more attacks. That's not fun. What to do? I did the astral hit first. Oh, like you've already taken one out? There you go. What up, X? Underworld? All right, we're just going to do a quick Underworld hit into this Cabal Weapon X team, I guess. I'll bring Dawkin with me because I don't think I'll be using Dawkin with the Mercs team. And I mean, it's such a punch down already. This is so free. Taskmaster's going to one-shot everybody. But Dawkin will get speed bar from the leader and do his thing, I guess. Yeah. Damn, bullies all around my lovely MAB getting shafted. Oh, Mighty Avengers. They make me sad. They're so close to greatness. They're so close to greatness, but they fall flat. Watch, Dawkin's probably not going to get a turn here. Check this out. Nobody has death proofs. Let's just go here. Okay, put him into stealth. That activates Dawkin. Dawkin goes crazy, flipping nothing because they have safeguard, but who cares? All right. Taskmaster is like, I'll take a turn soon, guys. You just wait. Dawkin is making Taskmaster his B word. Let's go. Oh, but here comes the damage. We did put death proof on people. Not even death proof can stop you from Taskmaster shenanigans. Let's go. Hal did alt with A1 instead of special when he did that hit. Worked for him, but not for me. I would definitely use special. Top 5 MS teams released, like, of all time? All time. Astonishing X-Men. The original symbiotes. Astonishing X-Men, the original symbiotes. Superior 6. Superior 6. Do we have one from recent times? Black Order. Black Order was so much fun. Not Illuminati, no. Oh, God. Who am I missing? Vigilante? Nah. Not cool thematically enough for me. Mercs? No. Definitely not Hellfire. Infinity Watch? No. I didn't really love that. Infinity Watch led to, like, an insane speed meta. I really like the current F4 team. I think they're really good for their time. Weapon X was pretty awesome. The Uncanny Avengers, the OGs. I think I'll go Fantastic Four. I think I'll go Fantastic Four. So Fantastic Four would not make the cut, except Fantastic Four answer the problem that the developers put themselves into with a lot of different speed stuff. And for that, I think they're interesting. As far as like new meta teams go, Fantastic Four is awesome. Unless you ignored Johnny. Orcus, I do like the Orcus, but thematically I just like, nah. You know? Thematically they give me the boop. What does he want to do here? What the fuck is this? Absolutely not. This one, sure. Yeah, this one, sure. Secret Defenders, I did like the Secret Defenders. They were good. They were fun. They were a nice, fresh breath from Infinity Watch, I would say. I think Black Order has been my favorite arena team, though. Not the Mirror, but... I mean, even the Mirror, if you did, like, some basics with Proxima instead, you could make it a consistent Mirror matchup, and nobody cared to figure that out. People were just pissed off all the time. Fantastic Four just overwhelming damage and speed. Maybe it's because I've been able to use them in, like, legendary events and stuff like that, X, but I have a lot of fun with them in extended combat. I could be biased because of the use of legendary stuff. Holy crow. Zero Warriors calendar stuff is annoying. Contacted support twice now, and they've said we'll follow up in the future again. Yeah, another enemy. But did you get partial refund already? Because they said in the blog they're going to figure out what people should get for partial refunds. We need to wait and see what they're going to do. Just like banging on the door is not gonna change them on that. 500K. Yeah, so you deserve a huge amount back. And they will figure that out. And if they don't figure that out, then I'm going to be collecting a lot of information for people and going to bat for people. So if you haven't sent me your info already in Discord, make sure you send me all your messages you have with support and take a screenshot of the compensation that you did get, that 500K. You dummy. If you have Professor X on offense, you should be taking 2 enemy Professor X. Silly boy. That type of thinking is not going to get you anywhere, though. Right? So we need to look at... I understand it's easy to be frustrated, especially in your perspective, because you did not get the calendar and people are getting gold right now and you're not. Maybe you want to be spending that stuff. The root cause of this issue is because Scopely was actually trying to be cool and give people refunds, right? So they fucked up trying to be cool, but let's not bite their heads off for this. Let's accept the fuck up. Make sure definitely make sure everyone gets what they're supposed to get, for sure. I'm not saying that, but if you bite the head off now, they'll never try and be cool again. Root cause bad communication from the beginning. If they had said the token, I mean, there would be no harm in them saying token stuff. Minimum 2-week process, but their track record is a track record. That's fair, yeah. And I think it'll be at least 2 weeks. I hope it's not more than that. Honestly, they should have just not done the calendar until they identified people that got partial refunds. Yeah, I definitely would not upgrade them. I would definitely suggest not upgrading them until later, much later. I have too many teams left to use. I have far too many teams left to use. They shouldn't have done refunds at all. I agree with that. They should not have done refunds, and people would have just acclimated to not assuming they should build characters up right away. If this ends before people is actually supposed to be looking at loser shit, why? Yeah, I feel like some calendars do just randomly end. Okay. All right, we're gonna do a quick Occurrence match. We're gonna use what we've designated the Old Force, and the Old Force is the A Force older characters, particularly Nico, Jessica Jones, and Spider Woman, joined by Wasp and Ironheart from the new Absolute A Force, and they're really good against a team like the Occurrence, who's just really weak when globals are down. I think globals are still up right now, but the team is so small, I just don't care about it. But let's get this going. All right, you want to start with Jessica Jones Special. If you have this team to get energy to both Ironheart and Wasp, so they can open with their ultimates. This puts out some nice trauma out there. You could do the basic for defense down if you want. I like to do the special just because I really enjoy Spider-Woman's animations. I really hope they rework Spider-Woman one day. I think she is such a cool, fun character, and her kid is bonkers. Her kid is great. But, you know, we also already have too many spider people. But I think the general casual crowd, you can never have too many spider people. Tokens are coming sometime with the patch. Upgrade at your own peril. That's just good news. I would agree with that. I would agree that Saint tokens are available, especially in a patch where you're going to have 3 teams, would cause so much hype for the characters that you just couldn't go wrong doing that, in my opinion. But yeah, to Steven's point, no other games tell you that. Not to mention they didn't need to do what they done and give out a calendar so prevent people who built them early. It's a research management game, and you tune at your own risk. Yeah. It does come down to communication at the end of the day. If they said nothing and didn't do the refunds, people would be mad, but it would just be something you have to acclimate to. They tried to be cool. They just fucked it up. Well, they didn't fuck it up. Their support fucked it up. Their support fucked it up by doing the most terrible napkin math in the world. All right, where are my boys attacking? I only have 1 attack left, and I have so many teams I still have to do. Did I buy my war energy yet? I really don't want a core for war energy. Fuck. This whole 2 wars a week thing is cool, and the first war I always have enough energy. I do wish they would push if they're staying with 2 wars a week. I wish they would push the second war one day. Yeah, actually, I'm going to bring that up right now. I have a list of questions I'm going to be asking them. I guess they wouldn't want to push it because of the Crucible stuff, right? Another Envoy Summit? No, not a summit. Just a meeting I've asked for. 2 hours away standard. It's always this way. Some temp or lazy person tries to fix something fast and creates 5 more problems for more people. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you, Trez. So maybe the solution is just to increase the amount of war energy you can get. Because it's really dumb. Yeah, it's really dumb. End of statement. I cannot do another one of these. For self-defense testing, that is a quality of life thing I wish they would put time into, Superman. I think that'd be great. Just need to raise war token cap from 900 to 1200. So if you wanted, you can do 14 each war. That's a great call, Flav. Because, yeah, like Sunday, any sort of war energy, you can't buy it because you're capped by then. You know 13 birth wars. I know X, but sometimes, like, some people do 14 times per war. If you're one of the bigger guys in your alliance trying to carry extra weight, it's just something you do sometimes. I really want to do that astral attack, so I want this to get going. I could probably just Illuminati this. But I have mercs to use still. I have mercs, and I guess I could have merked this, but it would have been risky. Actually, with the gear tier, with a not level 105 her, I probably could have got through it quite easily. Oh, also him. He's weak too. Yeah. I'm going to give Crow the thumbs up, even though I want him to back out so I can steal it. You can take it, Crow. Get in there, buddy. If you don't, I will. How are you feeling about 250 not completing Blastaar? Who's not completing Blastaar? What do you mean? If he popped out, I'm popping in. Fuck this. Max Friend Blastaar event. I still think that 250 people may not complete it. Thoughts? Did I not answer? I answered. I think that would be a huge quality of life improvement. I just don't think that they have the capability of doing that right now. God, I kind of wish I had Dawkin now, huh? Kind of wish I had Dawkin now. We could do Deadpool. Or we could do Apocalypse. Let's do Apocalypse. Sure. All right, we're getting fresh with it. We're getting froggy with it. We're going to risk it for the biscuit. We got an absolute 8 forcing to hit it with Mercs. Gore, because he can take some of the revives off, and Apocalypse, because maybe he can get a perma punch off. The only reason I'm taking this tech is because I have overpowered advantage on them. If not, I wouldn't do it. Doing 3 of these teams is stupid, and I should let someone else in my alliance do it. Because if I lose this fight, then I no longer will, get the right to challenge the Apocalypse team that I'm really interested in facing off against. So, let's give it a shot, yeah? Let's give it a shot. Bloody Crow says, letting Dorky get his hits in so I can see the rage of the Blastaar Scourge again. He knows what's about to happen. He knows what he wants. Who do I want to focus out here? The Medusa or the Kahori? Let's go for the Kahori, I guess. Okay, so we get some perma damage over there. We will use our Old Man Logan stun here because we don't want her to ult, but then we're going to get off of her and go for everybody not named her. Ooh, I don't love this. Well, there's one death. That's a crazy way for that person to die. Wait, I think I can just kill everybody here. Wait, I have overpowered. I'm just going to kill everybody. This match is no longer fun. I thought I'd be at risk, but it's not. Why are these people in the top 8 Elo war? Get out of the top 8 Elo war! I want to face people that I could get my ass kicked and rage against them because they spend more and they're the bastards that ruin the game because they support the game and I just don't like losing and I'm a sore loser. I want to face those people. We're going back to Zone 1. Fuck this shit. Yeah, they don't make money for it. They do get engagement off it, I guess. If they're trying to engagement farm, right? Oh, there's a black cat instead of a thing. Ooh, but black cat can be... She can have her turn meter stuff fucked with. Or her speed stat fucked with, right? I think she can. She just can't be turn meter rewound. Why it's so easy? I'm not sure. I'm not sure why it's so easy, but it is so easy. All right, here we go. All right, this is an interesting match to end it off on. This is something that people have been playing against. So we're going in here with Astral Emma. The reason we do this is because Odin is not affected by the Emma. Odin should go first. Odin should get his charges up, but not his battlefield effect up. And then we're going to try and AoE and kill Odin before he reaches his ultimate. Because if he does his battlefield effect, we're dead. We're toast. It's over. I mean, Odin's also going to ult on his turn, so that wouldn't be the worst thing. I should have checked my ISOs. Oops, I should have checked my ISOs. Let's get that speed up off of Odin. That's the numero uno thing we need to do here. Good stuff. Next thing, we want to ability block the null. I mean, being told this is the way. Black Cat is completely gone. Null is also dead. Null is also dead. Which means I can ult here. Because the ult is a rebound chain. It's going to do so much damage. It will call in Shadow King to do an assist. Shadow King will then lap this Odin. Actually, no, Odin still gets speed stat. Right? So there's that. Wow. All right, well, it was harder when Cargo Bay was up. It was not a diamond out Odin. I don't know, but this was fun. This was great. Okay. Cool. These are our 13 attacks. Whoops. That's our 13 attacks. Let's see what the scoreboard is going to say. Emphasis on the word bored. This was boring. It's frustrating when I lose, but boring when I win. Maybe I'm the problem in the community. Wait a minute. Is this a time for self-reflection? Oh, LD player. You lag so much. Sorry, I want to show you the scoreboard, but I just backed out into the main menu. Boom. Here we go. Yeah, I don't know. I think we're probably going to have a journey to where all the big fish swim in Zone 1. There's a lot of big fish in our zone, but I think there's only 3 alliances. Maybe there's 4. I don't remember them off the top of our head. If we go to Zone 1, like, every war is going to be an absolute bloodbath battle. Like, look, normally, my last war, I did 900 million damage, and I only cleared 10 rooms. So this is the tail of the tape right here. Anyway, for whatever value you got for this video, I hope the team uses actually were cool. All right, later. Eliminate zones. This is the right way. Yes, eliminate zones would be great. All right, we have just 2 hours to do this. Yeah, with just 2 hours to do this, let's go. And let's do this. We'll go here. Is it fitting properly? I can't tell if it's fitting properly or not. It would be way more fun if they eliminated zones. If they eliminated zones but made the trophy situation not as obnoxious so more people can get diamond, that would be preferred for sure. All right, here we go. Yeah, here we go. Hey, that's me. All right, 3, 2, 1. All right, as promised, it is time to start the Blastaar free-to-play max, well, not max packs, but lots of packs run and see how this goes. So what I'm going to do is I think we have to acknowledge that these tactical enhancements, though they are so powerful, though they make so many things difficult, they give you so much more points. And so what I'm actually going to try and do is keep those on and just take off the experimental serum and Vile Rally. This will lose me the same amount of points as if I took Tactical Enhancement off, except by taking off Vile Rally and by taking off the health, it also impacts Blaster Brawlers. it also impacts protector support characters. So I think taking these two off is the best place to start taking packs off. If I have a light spender team, but there's no Awakened abilities, I'd probably at least try and turn Vile Rally back on and not do the Experiment Center. But I think this is where we start as far as free to play, and we see where that kind of puts us on the positioning. I'm not sure if 250 people are going to be doing D10 max runs. There's definite possibility, especially with the guides out now. But I know that doing this run would land you at least top 2,500. The top 2,500 will get you that 5 red stars for Blaster. It is going to get you closer to that 6 red star faster. And if I'm being real, just super real with you guys, what is the difference between a 6 yellow 5 red star Blaster and a 7 yellow 5 red star Blaster? And the answer is not a whole lot. Not a whole lot of difference. It's kind of just a vanity thing at that point. But let's get in here. We are missing a lot of the awakening abilities we had on the initial run, which is actually a good thing. We'll go over that when we get to those nodes. But of course, we're going to start out with the Vigilante. I'm not going to include this in the video because it's going to be the exact same thing as in the guide video. So there's nothing really to point out here. Just buckle up. We'll be back for node 3. It won't get you closer. It'll get you 6 yellow star true, which is more than enough. Turn them all on. It's not worth it. Not yet, Nacho Hero. Not yet. Do 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 do. All right. Yeah, this is not going to be the videos. We can just chill. Indiana Jones? Yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm going on an adventure, don't you? I feel like we're about to go on the adventure of a lifetime. And we have like an hour and a half to get this done. I'm just going to hit mass capacity here. I hate this healing pact. The healing is so obnoxious. Oh, you're not gonna die, are you? Whatever, let's go for it anyway. Oh, wait, you almost did. Why am I getting energy back, sorry? Why was I? Oh, because I've been killing summons. Okay. I was like, wait, how do I have all my energy up? It's because we're just slaughtering summons left, right, and center. How many max packs? We're going to find out. It's past 100 now. Right on. Mega Bro, is this account 100% free to play? Or at least, is it 100% free to play on the characters? There's 0 awakened abilities. You didn't buy any shard offers for Fantastic Four or Hellfire? Just unlocked via cores or extra stars via cores kind of deal? Took number 3? Nice. Didn't feel safe at 50 is wild. Do you think 200 people? I don't know, man. I don't think so. I think you're probably safe. Completely free play. Nice. Good, good, good. Give me your buffs. I want them all. 150 right now that I don't know with max packs. That's interesting. Sorry, I'm yelling at my alliance mates because they're overthinking Professor X versus Professor X in your matchup. Weirdos. Freaking goobers. Goobers who don't play arena. Sniping at the end, yeah. We'll see. But it's top 250. There's going to be 200 people sniping. Uh-oh. Whoops. Why is... Mega Bros. What is your positioning here? Wait, what is your positioning here, dude? This is crazy. I just noticed. Would Blastaar passive affect trials? Oh, 1,000,000,000%. It's super impactful for node 7 and 8. And the final node too, I guess. I just expect a lot of big boy alliances to show up. I think they already are, though. I moved around for the game modes. That's super fair. Yeah, that's super fair. I did go to your raid tabs to pull this up. That's actually really, really fair. It's exclamation mark codes in this one, Monday. Have talked about what Team Heartless, Strange, and Elsa could be on. I think the prevailing theory right now is the Midnight Suns team, right? That's a prevailing thought. Have they ever done 3 raid teams back to back to back? I don't think they have. I think 2 back to back is one thing. 3 back to back to back, I think people will start getting upset. I mean, at least Hellfire is pretty good on defense, and Insidious 6 looks to be a good offensive team everywhere. But yeah, I don't think people would like that. This raid supports it, though. I don't think it matters that this raid would support that sort of path. I think players would be sick and tired of it. Your team actually takes these hits way better than my Mega Bros. The opening here, your Silver Sable stayed at full life. My Silver Sable nearly dies when I do this. I wonder why. Very interesting. Wasn't there a third raid team around the same time they did Night Stalkers Orcus? It went Annihilators, Orcus, Night Stalkers. If you count Immortal X-Men, I guess, but Immortal X-Men / sorry, if you count Mighty Avengers, what the fuck are they called? Immortal Avengers? What the fuck is that team called? It's not Alpha Flight. It was a Spotlight team. But I don't really count that as a raid team because that was for the other raid, and that was a War and Crucible team, really. I guess. Uncanny Avengers, thank you. Yeah. They were after Night Stalkers? Or no, Astral was. It was Night Stalkers, then it was Astral, then it was Mighty or Uncanny. That whole fucking stupid patch, okay? With the shitty Avengers for War that came out, okay? Astral and Absolute A-Force were before Uncanny. So even Absolute A-Force came before. Thank you, Steven. Thank you. My God. Thank you. Okay, Bloody Crow, come here. Bloody Crow, you're in chat right now, right? Do you mind if I do an arena attack here? I close mine down. Oh, actually, I don't even know if you have Professor X or not, do you? Yeah, you do. Battle World was raised 2.0. True. I don't know if Bloody Crows is here or not. I'm going to assume he is. I don't know how big Mega Crow's Professor X is. I know it's not 7 red stars. They're both super slow, but they... Well, is Elsa slow? We don't know about like speed stat increases that might come to them if they are the reworks. Well, Havoc is actually taking the hits for you. That might be the worst case scenario. We're about to see if it works. Can't believe your Havoc has more damage than your Invisible Woman. That's crazy. Okay, your Havoc is super dead and you lost the coin flip. That's not good. Actually, no, you won the coin flip. So when Havoc is not the highest damage, what ends up happening here is the Invisible Woman or the Professor X takes the hits, and Havoc will actually clear the silence from the mind control, and he gets stun the Professor X, and then it doesn't matter if you won the coin flip or not because he goes next. Anyway. And then this is just an easy cleanup at this point. Was your Havoc your highest damage, Crow? That's an issue if your Havoc is your highest damage. For me, even if my Professor X is my highest damage, I'm okay. It's interesting. All right, here we go. Let's see. Let's get a lay of the landscape here. All right, this is the first time I'm seeing these characters, so we're going to get the lay of the landscape here. We do have a Gear Tier 27 Red Star Quasar, Gear Tier 19 3 Diamond Johnny, 5 Red Star Franklin, 5 Red Star Invisible Woman, both are Gear Tier 20. Reed Richards, 4-star, gear tier 19. All right, Hellfire characters, 3-star, 4-star, 4-star. All new of them are at gear tier 19. Blastaar not being gear tier 20. That might be a non-starter. We'll have to wait and see. We'll get this going. We're going to find out. We do not have any of the Insidious 6 characters unlocked, which means we can't do the burn attack. And because we can't do the burn attack, we actually need to rely on the Thing here. So let's go ahead. We'll grab our Human Torch, our Thing, our Franklin, our Invisible Woman, and of course our Blastaar. Why did I grab Johnny? Reed, Blastaar, Franklin, Invisible Woman, Thing. Can we play around with some ISOs here, I hope? Not there. Could be a Raider. Could be a Striker. Raider on Reed. We would need him to be a Fortifier. A Fortifier. We will try and do it Blastaar gear to 19 because that would be the ultimate awesome sauce if we could do that. But we do need Reed as a Fortifier. That would be a non-starter. He needs that extra barrier. He needs that extra drain because he's basically going to be just going back and forth between full life and death, but being saved by the death proofs. All right, and we have absolutely none of the pay to win awakened abilities either. So this is going to be really interesting. We're going to find out. We're going to quickly find out if we have to turn off the tactical packs or if we can get through this with nothing but a super hard head. All right, let's get to work. I really wish, you know what, we'll make you a Raider since you're a Striker here. Okay, let's go. As the changes you want, I don't care. Sounds good. We're going to keep it to a minimum. I don't think we need to do very much. I'm curious to see what the 5-star Franklin and Invisible Woman are going to be able to accomplish here because they are going to be carrying a lot of extra weight with Blastaar at gear tier 19. Also curious to see how the damage is going to be, but the kind of the vibe of the trial is Reed and Mr. Fantastic spamming their specials just kind of lets you live, and you get to control them, and you get to do kind of little bursts of explosions here and there. If I do the basic, get more bomb burst. If I do the ultimate, we'll bring them all in. Sure, let's bring them all in. Okay. We love that support pack that just causes things to carry on forever. Let's go ahead and do the special, steal that offense up, but more importantly, steal that defense up for our Reed here. Okay. This ability block is going to be nasty. Yeah, he landed the ability block. Super annoying. The Abomination stun actually went onto Invisible Woman this time. Abomination stuns the enemy with the highest something. And I guess on this account, that is going to be Invisible Woman, not Franklin. Good stuff, okay. We do have 3 bomb burst stacks. We're going to be able to get a AoE ability block out. We don't have Vile Rally turned on, so we can kind of aim it wherever we want. And let's just go ahead and do it here in that case. Good stuff. We get a lot of ability blocks. Good, good, good. We pushed the Hulk, so we did activate Warp World here as well. It's focus, and Franklin might have been controlled better there. All right, so right at the gate, we're not loving this. We're going to be eating a lot of hits. Is Reed auto-dead? If Reed is auto-dead, then we're going to have to play around with some things here. Yeah, okay. We'll have to try this again. Interesting. That was fast. Maybe I got to get more bomber stacks off here faster. All right, first roadblock is hit. Let's crack it. Let's crack it. This is the second time Blastaar has been used on the account. Perfect. Perfect. So what can we do to protect ourselves better there? We have to stun here. We got to stop the Red Hulk. Non-starter. Okay. Flipping the speed up or getting bomber stacks. He's not getting assists here, so Blastaar is not really helping us very much here as well. I'm going to pull them in. We're going to get some nice buff flips and stuff like that, but we might consider using some basics going forward to get Blastaar his stacks up faster. And because he does gain speed bar, right? We need that. We do have an assist. I can steal the speed up. I can also just take the offense up off of these guys here. He's going to be ability blocked anyway. Warp World would have happened. Let's go ahead and try and decay some of these effects off. Let's play this a little differently. Okay, now our Reed is going to get absolutely beat up. So Thing ate it this time. That did cause Warp World to happen. Ooh. We resisted the ability block. That's going to be very nice, actually. So now I can do a stun, or I can do the base to get Bomb Burst off. I think we're going to do the stun here. We definitely want to stun the Rogue. Good stuff. That gives us Safeguard. Perfect, perfect. Decays all the debuffs off as well. We're only at 2 stacks. So we do not get an AoE ability block. So let's go ahead and target it over here on the Forge. We don't want that ultimate. It was resisted, not surprised. Okay, big dam. We really don't want to lose Thing, which means I kind of have to stun here. All right, let's stun the Gambit because we really don't want to lose Thing. We need him further on. He'll be able to charge up or drain up his health in due time. Okay. Really don't like eating that attack, but it is what it is. Oh, we can steal these death proofs. We cannot steal regens, but we can steal the death proofs. We're at 5 stacks on our bomb burst now. Let's give them defense down. This will be really nice. Question, of course, is, are we going to be pushing this Red Hulk to use his ultimate on us? And it does look like that will be the case if we cannot kill here. What? He's not getting charges the way he's supposed to for more. This is very interesting to me. Because we've definitely hit him more times than that. It's fine, though. Let's go for it. 5 stack bombers, even at gear tier 19, can confirm, wipes the floor with the enemy. So that's good. And again, he's not gaining stacks. I don't know what's happening here. I'm not mad about it, but I don't understand it either. All right, we got a Green Hulk. We got to take that Green Hulk out ASAP. We do have another stun here. It should kill. Won't kill here. But yeah, let's go ahead and we'll stun the Green Hulk here before he gets his charges up. Red Hulk is gone. Good. We should have gotten a lot of energy on our Thing by now. We have 1 assist coming. I kind of want to get another one. But we can decay. Let's go for the decay. All right. I would love to have another Thing stun for this Nightcrawler if possible. All right. This does put trauma out there, so we wanted to worry about the Hulk coming out of his taunt. We do have a stun up for the Nightcrawler. Love that. The Thing, it just doesn't really gain much from Drain here, does he? We got 4 stacks. Do I let this fly? Kind of don't want to because I don't know how many enemies need to be left for this not to suck. So we're going to go ahead and do the basic. We want to take out the Hulk before the next Red Hulk drops in. See, this is bad. I can still get past this if I just decay it off of him, either with Franklin Ultimate or the Ultimate from Blastaar. But this does pose a bigger problem. So we've maybe killed too many people not named Green Hulk too quickly here. Just kind of annoying at the end of the day. And then, yeah, Thing is really trying to die here. We gotta get Reed to special again to give him some more death proofs. Or we might be dead to a Raider crit if we're not lucky. Alright. Oh boy, if I pull people in, it'll be cool, but he's got the speed up. We don't like that. I kind of want to get Blastaar going here. So let's go ahead. We're going to do the basic, because that'll call in a Blastaar retaliation. He'll strip off some of these buffs. More importantly, he's going to get speed bar. That's the most important thing here. And yes, the ult does decay, right? 3 or more before it reduce duration of all positive effects on all enemies by 3. So if we're lucky, if we land what we're supposed to land here, we will decay this. Let's target somebody who's not going to die, though, so we do get an extra bomb burst on the other side of this. We decayed all the safeguard off, so that's good, but he kept the speed up and death proof. That's bad, obviously. Warp World will flip it, but not enough that he's not going to go, I believe. Oh, it did flip it enough so he's not going to go. So we'll go ahead and stun him here, and then we'll get going. So Node 3 looks like it is... Well, we'll see what happens with Thing. It looks like it's possible with having this much smaller team. I know Phantom X is kind of really dangerous here, so let's special him off into infinity, if at all possible. Getting very scared here. Let's basic. This is going to get Blastaar double charges. Okay, there's the special from Nightcrawler. As long as Thing doesn't die, we'll be okay. If Thing just survives with 1 life, that's all I really need from him. See that Phantom X damage? We did not appreciate that at all. This might be a reset just because of that. It sure is. Fucking A, huh? Gotta kill that Phantom X faster. It all came down to the Hulk. It came down to the Hulk being alive when the Red Hulk was still here. If Thing dies, you could have used Madeline in the burn attack. That's a different option for sure. Yeah. If Thing dies, we can use Madeline in the burn attack instead. That's true. All right, node number 3, as free as can be. We are now on attempt number 3 as well, and we are finding the multiple hitting characters are a huge issue with the smaller Reed. Still got to stun the Red Hulk. Red Hulk, both basic and special, hit multiple characters. We don't love that. We're going to see if Blastaar can actually get more assists off this time, because he was not getting nearly enough last time. In fact, let's go crazy. Let's go ahead and basic, because that's going to get me up to 3. And if Franklin... Well, Franklin's not going to go before him, but Blastaar could potentially strip this offense up right here, which would be really good. He's at 3. Let's see if he can get it done. The decay, he did get it done, so that's really, really good. And then I do believe Gambit goes next because of the speed where he gets from Crucible. Yeah, he definitely is. Ability block was blocked by Reed, so this is good because we really want that Reed special to do a stun. Let's get a basic off with Franklin here. So we're really leaning into Blastaar at this point, which I mean it's his whole damn trial, so it makes sense. The special from Reed will decay a lot of this stuff off, so that's going to be good. I think we're going to take this opportunity to... He's going to dispel it. So I guess we can stun here. Sure, we'll stun the Forge. Good stuff there. We don't have Vile Rally turned on, so we don't have to worry about killing people. That's pretty much why we turned that one off, because it's so detrimental. We got to take out the Gambit ASAP. We're at 4. Yeah, 4 seems like a good enough reason to go ahead and throw it. 5 would be better, though. All right, let's ability block here. Striker attack will get us our 5th hit. Rogue is going to be really annoying here for sure. Ooh, I could stun her. All right, yeah, let's stun her. Not going to get Terminator Rewind. Not going to get stuck behind her at all. I still really don't understand what's going on with Red Hulk and his charge situation. He is not getting the appropriate amount of charges. I'll silence everybody. Or is it just Franklin keeps stripping his charges off? No. Every time we hit him, he should be getting a charge. He did here, I guess, but he hasn't been. All right, defense down. No, let's just do the special. Let's do the ability block here. Is that going to give him a 4th charge? It gave him a 4th charge. Okay. Probably should have basic just so Blastaar could have stepped in. Looks like he's going to step in anyway. It looks like there's some vulnerables back there on the Forge. Okay, we got rid of the Red Hulk. We got rid of the Gambit. That's good. That is also a permakill, so Forge can't bring back the Gambit. Okay. Trauma here, protected all that. We'd love for Green Hulk to drop in to take him out before the second Red Hulk drops in. That would be clutch. Let's stun here, sure. Renew the safeguard. There's our Green Hulk. So Green Hulk is our kill target. We would love to take out the Nightcrawler too, if we can help it. Ooh, we get to steal this offense up. Ooh, and the dodges too. Can't steal all that stuff though, which would be nice. Doesn't matter. Let's go for Green Hulk. Steal all that offense up for Blastaar. And then let's try and get Blastaar an additional charge. He's already at 3, so we can give him to 5 here probably. Oh, but I could put defense down instead. We're going to put defense down instead. I think that's just more helpful. Defense down trauma. We love that. Let's go ahead and stun this Nightcrawler. And then Blastaar. Wow, he's about to finish everyone off. He got up his 5 stacks. We got some defense down on the field to help us out. I might go for the Rogue here. She's been controlled this entire time, but she is still alive, which is definitely a worrisome sign. But let's make sure we kill the Green Hulk. Most important thing is Green Hulk is not alive when Red Hulk comes in because all that protection stuff is super annoying. Looks like the Blastaar ultimate decided it just didn't want to cleanse the, decay the buffs off of these X-Men, which is super fun for me. All right, there's the ultimate. No stun because we have immunity. Blastaar is in trouble. We can stun or we can ult. Let's go ahead and stun. Good stuff. Landed on not Brawn, so that's cool. So not really great stuff, actually. Probably should have just stunned the Nightcrawler since he had the defense down. Would have been smarter. We're definitely worried about the Blastaar. Don't want him dead here. And that out of turn Forge damage. I actually forgot that was a thing. Let's go ahead and silence. We got some of the buffs off. That seems like a good thing. What I really need is for Blastaar to get an additional charge here so that he goes first. He's going to get one, but he's not going to go first unless they basic. All right, so we're going to basic. Yeah, Rogue and Nightcrawler are definitely being super problematic here. All right, now let's go ahead and ult. Special with ability block. We don't have 5, so we're not getting that crit damage. I just don't think we'll kill here, which is super annoying. But he's... You know what? Yeah, we're going to go ahead and special. We're going to play it slow. We're on the free-to-play account for reasons. We got to play it slow. That does put ability block on everybody because we had more than 3. We do pretty much full heal up. We're now at 5 charges for the next hit. We have another stun here. I do think I want to use it on the Forge. I'm tired of his out-of-turn damage. Thing does not get as much drain benefit as the other characters do. Finding that interesting. Let's stun the Sunspot next since Nightcrawler's stuck doing a basic. He had immunity. I couldn't see it because it's hidden behind the other buffs. Really wish they would change that. You know what our game could use? If they could zoom out a little bit and we could have the right side have all the character portraits with whatever debuffs they have on them. On the left side, it could be our characters with all their portraits and whatever debuffs are on them. I think that would be pretty damn cool. All right, let's give defense down to those who can. All right, and then we're going to do our big Blastaar ultimate to seal the deal. Oh, is Nightcrawler going first? Nightcrawler's not going first. Okay, that did concern me. I don't want him to hit his ultimate here. He's still ability blocks, so I guess it wouldn't matter. And something that shows turn order? Yeah, something that shows turn order would also be very, very nice. So there's a Red Hulk. We do not have the Green Hulk giving the safeguard this time, so we can try and get that speed up off him faster, which we are absolutely going to do by doing the special. Now let's go ahead and do the special on top of the Red Hulk. Did not steal that speed up. We did give it to our team. Oh, no, we did. It just took a little bit to realize it. This Brawn would ult and do a nasty cleanse, rather. So we either need to get a Traum out there, which we just did with Thing, or control him. I think we did the right thing. And then we got to get rid of this Phantom X as well. Let's go ahead and special him so he cannot hit us with his ultimate, which hits like 4,000 times. It is what caused me to have one wipe already on this node. We have 4 stacks. I could ability block. I could do a mass ability block. We're definitely doing the mass ability block here. Did not land on the new Brawn because that would have been too easy. All right. We can try and stun. Now he's got defense down. This should land. Resisted again. Okay, Brawn, I see you. They do get a lot of extra resistance in war. I do remember that about Brawn. Let's just basic. Get our Blastaar a bunch of speed bar, and then we'll have him ult, and that should kind of just lay waste to everybody, I would hope. God, they're super annoying. His heal is crazy. We're at 5 stacks. Let's do or die. They got the defense down. God, they're still alive. We did get rid of the Dazzler, I guess. All right. Interesting. Okay. We are getting an assist here. Can I ult? I don't think I can ult here. She's not a striker. We can... Let's just basic. Let's get Blastaar, a bomb burst stack. I'll go ahead and ult here. Let's get rid of that. That sounds good. So he's going to die. That's going to be very beneficial. And then he's at 5. Okay, that's bad. We need to get an ability block on him. So we'll make use of the Blastaar speed bar mechanics by just basicing with both Reed and Franklin here. All right, we don't actually have to. So let's do the ability block. It did land. Fantastic. Good stuff. He's already at 5. Let's just not hit the Red Hulk here because we don't want to give him his passive stuff, which I kind of forget what it is, but I know that if we're not going to kill him, we should avoid hitting him. Ultimate does some pretty good damage. Not nearly enough. He gets a lot of speed stat when he's like this. Oh, basic for sure. Call him the assist from Blastaar. Give him the speed stat. Extra hit from Thing. He's kind of out healing us. This is a little scary. Maybe we can get a Thing stun on him here. Get some energy to Thing. Was it enough? Should I have used Invisible Min Special? Nope, he can do it. All right, get out of here, nerd. All right, now that he's stunned, we should be in a much better position. Let's go ahead and get our Blastaar ult off. God, this node is so much harder with a smaller team. I can't wait to do node 7. That's going to be great. Oh my God, just die already. Come on, man. So additionally, JSON PvE Red Hulk is different in that he can only gain 1 charge per turn until PvP Red Hulk that can gain multiple charges per turn if you attack Gamma members. Oh, interesting. When I hit him, he still wasn't gaining it though. All right. All right, heading into node number 4, we're going to be dropping the Thing for Quasar now. It does mean that we're giving up... Oh, I definitely want you there. It does mean that we're going to be giving up the Thing stun, the extra trauma, and also speed stat. Friendly Quasar counters friendly speed stat gain. It is what it is. It's fine. The trauma that he's going to give us on the AoE is going to be much more powerful than this. Oh, wait, I think I have Franklin in the wrong position. I need to move Franklin out of the center and into the right pillar. Otherwise, he gets slow and we lose this, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I messed up the positioning here. But we got to wait for LD player to figure it out. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah. And we're not at full life heading into this node, which is really interesting. All right, yeah, so now he's going to gain a slow, I would assume. Yeah. See, that slow that he gets from there is no good. Also, our Reed dying is also pretty no good, actually. Ooh! Ooh, baby! Ooh, baby, that hurts. Okay, well... let's try getting some barrier out there. Okay. Yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and try and decay some of these effects off. Oh, the retaliation from Echo. I was like, wait, what hit my Franklin? All right, well. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Okay. That was crazy. That was crazy even. All right, so let's move Franklin over here. Let's try that again. Probably should move Quasar. Quasar is going to be tankier than Invisible Woman. Should have Invisible Woman as far away as possible as well. Wait, no, she goes stealth, right? Yeah. She goes stealth. Reed Richards got absolutely smoked. Is it just not possible? Because he's at full life. Him dying is crazy. Oh, he's not at full life. Far from it. Wow, it actually made it all the way to him. Normally it doesn't. Wow. Invisible Mix 3. Will that just kill the chain attack? We'll try that then. Don't have my special available. Let's use the basic. Just try and strip some stuff off. Most importantly, I just don't want to hit the Kate and get retaliated on. So the basic flipping some stuff is cool. All right, now I can ability block trauma. That's good. And now Reed can stun. Pull everybody in or basic? Pull everybody in or basic? Pull everybody in. Let's get some of these buffs off of them. Yeah, we got to take her out because we're getting absolutely owned. But if we don't stun him, we're going to die. That's a good full heal. That's why we have him as a fortifier. I'm telling you. Yeah, getting rid of this Echo so we can get our assists on Blastaar so we can actually do his thing. He's first up on the menu. Okay. I think I do want another ability luck over here. Cool. Warp World doing its thing, except for the people that have Safeguard, of course. We gotta decay that off a different way. He's up to 2 charges. Good, good. All right. Hopefully this will kill, and then we'll actually get the follow-up attack from Blastaar if the Echo dies, I believe. It did. Do we get the follow-up attack? Because she's dead? No. That's okay. Let's ability block here. Just defense down, actually. Just extra damage and special because it gives energy, right? Because of the mod. All right. I think we're in control now, which is the most important thing. We're going to have to deal with the penny soon. Ooh, yeah, we got the Goblin too. So because we don't have the Quasar Awakened passive or ultimate, we do have to contend with charges. Okay, this run is going to be a lot more fun. We have an AoE ability block. Let's let it run. Hopefully hit everybody with it. Did not get the lizard with it. Penny might be an issue because Pav is still up. But I know that I'm going to accidentally push this guy. Oh, the silence will make it so lizard can't taunt, right? No reactive taunt. That's good. Ooh, silence. I guess silence. It's either silence or basic. Let's basic. Let's get Blastaar his time to shine here. Because we're going to do another AoE ability block here. That's good. And then I need Blastaar to ability block the Penny. That's also good. We're going to get a rare Reed ultimate here, I think. I never ult with Reed, but this is probably the perfect chance to do it. Gives me 100% block chance until Reed takes a turn, which is really good. Goblin prevents ability lock when he search. I completely forgot about that. Does he maybe not do it when he's stunned? I felt like he wasn't doing it there, but I could be wrong. He only prevents it on himself and Lizard, which him and Lizard did not get ability block. So I was still able to ability block like Penny and stuff. All right, let's pull a Molly on Quicksilver. Boom. Quasar still is going to be able to rock this Quicksilver's world, I assume. With ultimate or special, either one. All right, special it is. And that's going to be it for node number 4. Node number 4 a lot easier than node number 3, but damn, that opening did kill us the one time. That was pretty scary. Not going to lie, that was pretty scary. Actually, I just want to make sure you die here. Okay. We'll stun the Pav since he's got the speed up. It does sound like if we moved Invisibleman to be beside Reed, we could have avoided a lot of that opening damages. So if you're having a hard time for whatever reason, that would be my first change. Let's ability block the Squirrel Girl here. Let's... I guess steal the offense up and the counterattack. All right. Let's open with special. We'll special here as well. Make sure we get all of our abilities back up. Pretty much going to end with a Blastaar special, and we should be good to just start spamming basics. Oh, okay. No, let's basic. Can I special with him one more time? It's not worth the risk. Just not worth the risk. Another ability block. Cool, cool. And it looks like we're going to be good on abilities across the board. No, we're not going to special now. Just basic and basic. All right, head on to node number 5. I got to go use the washroom real quick, guys. And it is 1:30. Okay, I still have a little bit less than an hour. All right. 7's gonna be make or break? 100%, yeah. 100%. Alrighty, node number 5. We got the Phantom Rider we got to be worried about. We're going to keep the same energy, the same team. Yeah, we do need the Reed Richards here. We want to also get him back to full life. Because we might need to use Johnny on the next node with these smaller characters. So I need to make sure that Reed is at least full life heading to node number 7. Otherwise, it's going to be a big time, no fun time. Alright, so node number 5. Here we go. Hopefully, even the small Franklin will strip those charges off. He sure did. That's good. And now hopefully Invisible Man will win the coin toss against the enemy Blaster. Or sorry, the ally Quasar. He didn't. So what we want to do in this case is we want to make sure we get the ability block, 2-turn ability block on that Helverine, which is good. And then we'll use the Blastaar ability block on top of this Black Knight. Yeah. Unfortunately, not getting them dragged together is bad. It's really bad. But now we get to drag them together, so that's cool. And we got to lock down this Phantom Rider ASAP. We'll probably have to kill him twice here. I definitely would not expect a gear tier 19 Blaster to be able to get it done. Oh my god! Oh my god! What happened to Invisible Woman? No, the resist! Oh, we're dead. Oh, his passive proc. That's what happened. Okay. Yeah, I'm okay, Phantom Rider. Chill, dog. That was crazy of you to do that to my face. She is not ability blocked either. So here comes the special. Good thing we had a secluded over there. Let's go for the ability block on everybody here. We did land that. That's good. We're getting absolutely fried, though. I need Reed to somehow reach his stuff. Well, let's give dodges out, I guess. I don't actually think you can dodge the Phantom Rider. It doesn't do dodges, I guess. I don't think you can dodge the Phantom Rider passive. I think the Phantom Rider passive is just straight death. All right, let's give offense down. He already had offense down, so that's not really going to help me. Invisible Woman is not loving her life right now. All right, let's just special. We're going to save that ultimate for later. Gives us energy, some good stuff. We did get a slow on Phantom Rider, so maybe... Oh, our Invisible Woman might be breaking the game here. Hopefully not. Hopefully Reed Richards will land the stun this time. He did land the stun this time, so that's fantastic. Helverine, we need to keep him ability blocked. This is taking us far too long to get through these characters right now. Okay, okay. Now we need to renew that ability block on him ASAP. Alright, yeah, Blaster can ult, or he can do an AoE ability block. What's the call here? I think it's time to ult. We gotta get some damage on this Phantom Rider. Whoa! Wait a minute! Because we had Stole offense up and we had the 5 charges, we did actually get through that guy. I did not expect that at all. Alright, let's do some basics. Let's get our Blaster up and running. That was super cool, actually. Not gonna lie. And because Vile Rally is off, I can actually go ahead over here and put offense down slow on everybody. That's great. I can just let the Hood do his thing, I guess. Let's get the offense down and slow on the Hood. Wow, this is going fantastic. Let's bring them all together. One big happy family, you know what I'm saying? Bam! Get out of here. Okay. We definitely want to take this Hood out of the equation. We're up to 4 stacks. Yeah, we could throw the ult. We got to get those charges off of Black Knight quickly, though. Yeah, that was a hard hit. We can stun here. I mean, I could also stun here. We're not going to land the slow here. No, let's definitely try and stun the Black Knight in this situation. All right, that's good. And what we're going to try and do here is we just want to get immunity up so we can not get the bleeds. We are going to have to take 1 hit from this Hood because we're not going to be able to get through him. Well, oh, Jesus Christ. We actually might be able to get through him like this. We're not going to land the defense down. We'll basic here. More speed to Blastaar. Because traditionally, we're going to have to take 1 hit from the Satana before we can really get going. But we are doing fantastic. Wait a minute. I should have basicked. Blastaar would have got more speed. Yeah, I should have basicked. All right, so that definitely hurt my my Reed. I don't like how low life Reed is heading into one of these nodes coming up. I definitely don't like how low life Reed is. I need him to have his special available. So I'm going to try and stall out a little bit. We're going to special because I know it does a lot of drain. I think it does a lot of drain, right? Does not do a lot of drain. Well, we're going to special some more so that he can get his energy back up. I don't really want to give her defense down, so we'll do this, I suppose. I don't want to give her defense down, so I guess we'll do this again. All right, so Reed should be able to, well, you know what? Definitely going to be resetting now. Yeah, definitely going to be resetting now. The Satana did way more damage than I thought she was going to do there. I thought she was only going to do 33%. It looked like she did like 60% on my read, right? Or did I imagine that? Did Hood take a turn? I actually forget what happened. I blacked it a little bit. That actually felt like we had really good RNG, and I screwed it up. The problem is I just don't think I'm going to have enough damage without Johnny on the next node, and so I know just from experience that I do not want to go into node 7 with Reed low life. So this is why we're taking our time to make sure we're getting through these nodes appropriately, because I'm pretty sure even with the smaller Hellfire team, nodes 8, 9, and 10, with the strategies I have, I'm pretty sure we're going to get through those. Yeah, so the Hood took a turn and that was bad. Okay, hopefully Invisible Woman will win the coin flip here now. And she didn't. She hasn't gone yet, mind you. Just in case, I'll put the ability block over here. Just in case. And it's a good thing, because that just in case did come true. The ability block on the Helverine and the Phantom Rider. Let's bring them all together with defense down. And now, is Reed and Phantom Rider a coin flip? Oh, God. I guess not. I thought with doing ultimates, the speed bar that the Fantastic Four teams get, I thought they would have been okay. I guess not. Hopefully we land this stun. Resisted, just like the last attempt. So we'll figure it out. It'll be okay. We're hitting Peggy Carter as a support character. I don't know if Dagger is a support character or not, but they're getting a lot of healing. Let's just get our charges up. Let's get up to 5 charges. I could have done the special there for an AoE thingy-madoodle, I guess. Wait, why is he retaliating me when he has 0 charges? What is this Black Knight doing? Wait, what? He has 0 charges. Why is he retaliating? Okay, let's get this. He's super bugged, right? Why is he retaliating? Or am I just crazy? Is this a Phantom Rider thing? He didn't that time. Weird. Super weird. Okay. Maybe I just imagined it. All right, let's try and stun again. I should have basicked so that, what's his name would have went before, what's his face? I need to make more use out of the basics for Blastaar. I took that hit pretty well. Oh, we're not taking this hit really well, though. Oh, God. Okay. We played that poorly. Peggy gave Black Knight counterattack buff. Oh, it was a counterattack. It wasn't a retaliate. Okay. It did as much damage as you would expect the retaliate to do. That was bonkers. Wow. That's bonkers. You hit Franklin for like 70% of his life. All right. Node number 5. Attempt number 3. Phantom Rider, you suck. Invisible Woman, win the goddamn coin flip for once in your pathetic, invisible little bubbled life. You need to be able to ability block everyone to make this a lot easier for ourselves. And also just maximize damage. And then, yeah, the Hood Satan at the end. They're the big threat to your read. Want to make sure they're not wrecking us there. All right, so we got the charges off of Black Knight. Good, good. Good start. All right, just in case we lose the coin flip, let's go ahead and special on top of the Black Knight here. We won the coin flip this time. That's great. We're not getting an assist on Blastaar, which is kind of unfortunate. But we will be able to ability block everybody, which is good. Big ability block coming in. Also ice attack from Quasar smacks, which is good. He dodged it. Okay. Sure. Why not? Can we let... You know what? I'm not even going to try and stun the Phantom Rider. Let's just stun the Black Knight. I don't want to get hit by him again. Decayed the debuffs, got our death proof, got our safeguard. Reed is the best character for this game mode. It's crazy how much value I found in Reed because of this game mode. We're only at 3 stacks. Let's just basic. Let's get the 5 stacks. Also get with 10% speed bar doing that, right? Let's basic again. Just get Blastaar some speed bar. Let's go ahead and special with Quasar on top of this Phantom Rider. We need to get him close to dead so Blastaar can finish him off. Striker attack from Quasar. Let's go. Good. Was basic, so Blastaar goes before him. Maybe even take his first life. Did not take his first life. Maybe for the best, because this is definitely going to kill him now. And it is a perma-kill. We're only at 5 charges, no offense up, though. Killed everybody. Love it. Absolutely perfection. Hell of Rain sells ability blocks, so we like that. Let's go ahead and stun. Let's try and stun the Hood here. Cool. More so, I just really wanted to get those buffs back up and give energy to Invisible Woman so she can pull everyone back together. Oh, boy. Let's basic. Give Blastaar some speed and some bomb burst charges. Ability block here, not because I want the ability block, just because I want to get the bomb burst. Let's pull everybody in. I could probably just try and kill everybody now, honestly. We could probably just ult and go for the kill on everybody. Well, you know what? I don't know, like, her I don't think she's going to do any meaningful damage, so we will just avoid hitting her, I suppose. Alright, here we go. Here's the fun times. Ability... Oh, he doesn't have any charges yet. Okay, well, if he doesn't have any charges, then let's go ahead and ult for damage. Good stuff. Did not decay the taunt. Oh, we did decay the taunt off. It just took for goddamn ever. All right, let's stun. RNG, be kind. Stun her so that Reed can go into the next node fully. Yeah, I knew that wasn't going to work, but it was worth a shot, I guess. She's taking big damage. Let's basic. Let's get Blastaar a bunch of speed here. Maybe that's the key. This is going to call, what, 2 assistant from Blastaar, maybe? Yeah, it did. That's good. I really, really want him to die, but I know I can't land defense down. I feel like it's impossible to kill this guy in time. So this says 250, 300, 400, but I don't want to use the ultimate, so let's do this. It'll call extra attacks in from Blastaar as well. Ability block is... I can't ability block anyway. So all I can do here is ult. There's no way it kills him, though, right? Unless we get like a... Oh, no. Nowhere near enough damage to get through him in time. I'm not sure how I could have... Well, if I stunned her, then yeah, it would have been fine. I should have just not tried to do damage, I guess, so I can heal back up. Oh, you died, almost. Okay. That's a new one. Let's ult. I can't leave it like this. There's no world where I leave it like this. Reed's also going to die to the percentage damage here. Like, I could kill. Reed being this alive just doesn't work. Switch to healer ISO. Might not be a bad idea. This doesn't work. I can't go into node 7 with Reed at that low life. It just doesn't work. Make Reed a healer. He drains more because of Fortifier. Does Jack first 2 people? True. Make Blastaar the healer. I know some people did that. I've been relying on his damage, especially with a smaller team. The node is fine early. I don't like the idea of losing all the vulnerables. I'm trying to think if I should just make Blastaar a raider. let Quasar do his thing. Blastaar Raider was actually really good for me on the next node too. Damn, we're going to run out of time before we finish this run. Not even a question. So we'll have to continue this tonight or tomorrow. All right, so we've been on node 5 for a little bit. Surprise, surprise. We had to change up some ISOs. In particular, I did change the ISO on Blastaar to Raider. But more importantly, Reed and Invisible Woman are now healers. The problem was the last two characters, the Hood and the Satana, were causing really big issues with their passive that stops me from being able to nuke them in time. And then the Hood drops my Reed low. It's not that I wasn't clearing the node. I could have absolutely just kept it and cleared the node, but I need Reed to have a pretty decent amount of life left. At 3 stars or 4 stars where he's at, I feel like I want him to be at least, I want him to be at 75% life or more, preferably 100%, honestly. And it is possible. All right, let's go ahead and ability block the Black Knight now. No, because Blastaar is a Raider, he's not going to get nearly as much bomb burst stacks, so we have to keep that in mind. We're going to pull everybody in. Unfortunately, Invisible Woman lost the coin flip against Quasar. I would have loved for Invisible Woman to go before Quasar to get an AoE ability block trauma on everybody. So that's the passive from Phantom Rider. Pretty crazy damage, I know. We should have the opportunity to stun. We're going to go ahead and throw it on the Black Knight since he's got the defense down. Did a pretty decent heal there. Not as much as I would have liked to see yet again. I think Fortifier, he just does so much more drain. All right. Some pretty nasty damage coming out, but I think that we should be able to lap them soon. Let's go ahead and get the barrier up. All right. God, is this ever getting nasty. Let's basic to strip some of these buffs off. We're going to get hit by the Black Knight here. It's a counterattack, not a retaliation. And right away, I'm instantly feeling our lack of damage from the ISO change. All right, let's get a slow on the Phantom Rider. That should allow my Reed to go first, and we need to land that stun on him. God, they're doing so much more healing than we're doing. Okay, good. We got Peggy off the field. Bad that we summoned them in when we did. And the stun was resisted through defense down. So that's pretty much a wrap now. Eating his passive this many times is just kind of unacceptable. Let's go ahead and ult. We ult to ult as a Raider. Maybe we'll get a lucky crit. He dodged it. Pretty par for the course for this attempt, actually. Not going to lie. Phantom Rider passive goes crazy. Black Knight special is super annoying. Hopefully Franklin's going to have his ultimate up for this. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Let's basic so Blastaar takes her out, hopefully. Or at least goes before her. Did go before her. If I don't go here, we're just dead. Invisible Woman has her ultimate up, so we're going to go for that. I think we're just dead anyway, though. This has been the worst attempt ever. We have 3 stacks. All right, let it fly, man. Let it fly. It's pretty good damage. Buff decays, all that kind of good stuff. Is Reed going first? We still don't know. All right, the Hood is doing Hood stuff. Very, very scary character. And he went first, so we're dead. I don't know why I continued that attempt. That was the worst attempt ever. That was the worst attempt ever. Franklin Special would have given me defense up. I needed Blastaar to get the speed bar there. So I was looking at the enemy team. I was looking at all their speed bars, and I just knew I was going to get overwhelmed with Reed not having his death proofs. So I really wanted to get Blastaar to go. Yeah, Phantom Rider dodged 2 times on the Blastaar ultimates, which is, super fair and balanced. He's a fun character, man. I love Phantom Rider. Don't get me wrong, I love that guy. He's super fun in War. Definitely looks like he can be annoying in PvE, so we'll have to keep an eye out for that. His passive is nuts. I don't think it works outside of War, though, right? It's because War rules are on that he's this good. This might get the juices flowing for some War captains, though, about trying to find use for Phantom Rider on defense. Like, it's pretty scary. Blastaar assist is just 5%. That's why I did the Franklin Basic, though. The Franklin Basic gave him 35%. No? All right, let's go ahead and special here. Hopefully we'll still win the coin flip. No, we lost the coin flip there. You really would prefer your Invisible Man to go first, because then your Quasar would be able to ability block, trauma everybody, including the dagger here. But more importantly, you'd be able to hit on top of the Phantom Rider, doing an additional 5% with your Quasar striker attack. Or 10%? I think it's 10%. Damn, that hurts so much. Look at Franklin over here. Franklin could be dead. Franklin could very well be dead. I might have to stun her because, well, let's just try this. Let's stun here. This is going to decay things off. It's going to give death proof. So I don't think dagger can kill me over here. And we renew our stealth. Okay, that's good. Oh boy, we got some catching up to do now. That hurt. We only have 2, so we've not been getting very lucky with the assists here, have we? We'll special here. Just renew our immunity. Can we get an assist from the... Okay, we are getting assist from Quasar and from here. I do see an offense up, so let's go ahead and steal some offense ups. We're getting assists, so that's 3 stacks now. Hopefully he'll get an assist from the Quasar as well. I do need to put slow on him, right? I do think I need to put slow, or Reed will not go first. Prefer to have done the basic there, just so I don't hit the support character, because look at all this stupid heal he's going to get. But I guess it is what it is. If I basic... Yeah, I'm going to try basic in here. I think I can get Blastaar to go before him. And Blastaar will definitely perma-kill at this point. Offense up into defense down. He's not going first, though, is he? Oh... Let's try and do this. I could have basicked with Reed, I guess, but no. We want to keep making sure we're redoing this over and over and over again. So he did revive. As long as Blastaar goes first, we still might be okay. I think the buffs decay off first, right? Yeah, they do. Okay, so he's dead. That's good. Everybody except Helverine is dead. That's good. Helverine still hits like a truck. Silence or basic? I think we're going to do the basic here on the Helverine. That should be it for Helverine, which is good. Let's go ahead. I should have got 2 bombers. I don't know why I just got the 1. Let's go ahead for the offense down, slow defense down on the Hood. We'll try and kill the Hood next. Invisible Man will bring everybody in. We are getting an assist on Blastaar, so that's great. Yeah, let's ability block everybody here. We're already at 4 charges, so I feel pretty confident about that. Cool. I might ult here. I normally don't ult, but let's see if the ult is going to help me at all. So far, so good. I'll ult here as well. Dang it. Blastaar is going to ult. He's going to kill the 1 Hood. I don't think we're going to kill this other Hood, though. I think we're still going to be doing a lot of hits. Let's go ult. That's it for 1 Hood. Almost it for the Black Knight. Not quite. There's just no way I can get ahead of this guy. I wonder if the basics will kill. No, I thought it would be a lot more percentage damage than it is. I guess just get that immunity renewed. So I don't want to do too much damage because we're going to have to heal up now, right? Try a special. Let's special here. Basic over here. Trying a ability blocker. Ooh, dodge, dodge. I forgot about that. We're getting some pretty decent heals. Let's try and go for the barrier ability block now. Still no good. Really would have liked that ability block to hit so that that crap didn't happen. I'll ult, I guess. We'll special just get our energy back up. I'm also trying to avoid Blastaar hits if possible. I just need Invisible Man and Reed to get some more turns. If I can just get him just a little bit healthier. I don't want to do the basic here. It's just going to do too much damage. But this is going to give defense down. Crud. Crud. Quasar doing too much damage. Okay, okay. Reed's doing pretty good. He's doing pretty good. Okay. I wish Reed could go before Quasar and Franklin here. I don't think he does, though. Basic. Oh, I should have specialed there, I guess. And no, Quasar lapped. Quasar lapped him, but... yeah. But he's okay. This is our best. I'm just going to keep it. We'll see what we can do with the 4-star Reed. I'll still try him on node 6 to see if we can meet the damage check without having to bring Johnny in. But feels like that could have been better. Can I interrupt? On your video on the last node, you just special into Quasar with immunity and defense up. How did he get stunned? The Blastaar assist strips off all the buffs before the Shaw tries to do his follow-up striker attack. So the Blastaar needs to get that. It's like 68% assist chance or something like that. Oh, I'd rank up Blastaar long before Reed. All right, let's try node number 6. It's the first attempt. I don't think we're going to meet the damage requirements with Blastaar being here, but we'll have to wait and see. Star is not geared here. Ah, I see what you're saying, Mega Rose. Okay, Risa, so you're talking about node 10. So is your Rachel a skirmisher? A Rachel skirmisher to put it on. Did I not say that in the video? It sounds like something I would have left out in the video on accident. All right, so let's go ahead and start with the basic here. I think I was supposed to start with special. Yeah, she's a problem. She's a problem and a half over there. Defense down on everybody. We did pull everybody in, so that's good. Ability block trauma. They warp worlded us. That's bad. Okay, hopefully we land this ability block. We did. And now Reed, I need you to stun her if you survive here. We need to get a good spread of damage here. Good. Didn't go for the Reed. Although I can't have her die either. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. The Fantastic Four members. Oh, God. The spread of damage. Lilandra. Where's Lilandra going to go? Oh, no. We almost had the perfect spread of damage. Woo. This node, you be squishy. Woo. All right. What is the counterplay to that? We could do offense down with Quasar, but they're gonna warp world flip it. Let's switch our ISOs back for this. I think I'm just gonna grab Johnny. I think we're just gonna grab Johnny and call it a day here. This doesn't feel This doesn't feel the best. Your striker, you don't have skirmisher. That's okay. We'll make you back to a raider. Johnny with the offense down will be very clutch, kind of closing the gap on all that incoming damage. Reed has his cooldowns available. He's not going to eat too many hits on the next node, so it should be okay. His death proof should carry him. And yeah, with Vile Rally turned off, Johnny's going to help even more so. All right. Let's go for it. Let's steal these buffs. Instead of using the basic, we'll steal the buffs this time. How much harder does this feel without a max team? Well, first of all, my team is not maxed. I don't have 3 diamonds on Invisible Woman and Franklin and no diamonds on Reed. And even then, it feels like night and day. The complete free-to-play account feels so different than the Lightspender account. I don't think it's the Blastaar Awakens that are different. I think it's literally just the Invisible Woman and Franklin's squishiness is everything here. All right, let's pull it in. We are getting some good bomb burst assists, which is nice. God, because we can't have this happen. And we are giving up our safeguard when we drop Reed for this. So there's the offense down. See, this is still a problem. Like, even with offense down, because we are a little bit on the weaker side, we're getting wrecked by this. All right, because this is going to push, and because we don't have trauma... Oh, no, we do have trauma on people. From Quasar, that's right. Okay, so at least they'll keep their offense down, but we are getting defense down now. Wow. No. No. Well, Reed doesn't get a turn, though, so how can we make this work? Drop Invisible Woman. She doesn't provide anything crucial, just damage, really. You need the safeguard. Not a bad idea, Rollo. Set the defense down to something I might need. I might be more inclined to drop Quasar again, since I don't have Vile Rally turned on. Because if I do this, Reed is going to get his turn beforehand, before the enemies do, and I'll be able to get a bunch of stuns and stuff like that off, as well as the safeguard and all that. The issue here is, of course, now I don't have a big trauma for the enemy, so Warp World could bite me in the butt here. So let's give this a shot. Let's give it a shot here. So let's pull everybody in. And then she's gonna immediately Warp World it, isn't she? Near immediate Warp World. Okay, so I would have needed to special in order to have that. Okay, we'll figure this out. Offense down is cool. The assist from Reed here, the offense down, that was really helpful here, actually. We can steal these buffs or we can silence. And it didn't pull him in. That's unfortunate. Let's basic. I want to see if Blastaar can go first here and perma-kill since he's offense up and defense down. But we might get an unfortunate push right here on our Reed. Oh, he survived it. Okay. I have to stun here, because when he ults, it'd be death. Did we heal up enough to not get pushed? We did. Blastaar not going for his second turn. We needed to do more basics. So now they have all these buffs and they're ulting us and we're dead. Quasar is not sittable, is he? Do you think there will be an Undying Danger Room? I don't see why not. A Halloween-themed Danger Room sounds like it would be pretty cool. Blastaar can't gain speed right because of Howie. True. Very true. Very, very, very true. The ability blocks from Quasar are not really substitutable here. Just these characters are so small, and I'm going into it with Reed not at full life, that the Warp World is absolutely devastating. Let's try and steal some of these deflects for our Reed and see if that'll help us. No, this is only node 6. Thanks, One Tap. Appreciate that. Ability to block trauma. Defense down. I haven't been able to look into it yet, Baka. Can you give me a little synopsis on it? All right, Blastaar has to ability block Captain Sam. Otherwise, they get speed bar and they ruin my life. So now Warp World and RNG targeting is not fun. So far, we're okay with Warp World. We're not okay with Warp World anymore. Oh, the dodges, the bomb burst stack dodges. Okay, there's Warp World. Where's Maria gonna hit? I think we got God tier luck on targeting there. I think we got God tier. Would Quasar not prevent spear? I guess he would, but I would just die, Trez. But yeah, you're right. I think I got God tier luck there. Well, hold on. Maybe not God tier luck. Let's wait a little bit. Howard took a turn, so speed bar should be on the table for Blastaar. I could steal the offense up. I still think I'm going first if I do that. So let's do that. Let's steal the offense up. Okay, who's going next? Okay, we got 4 stacks. Offense up and the defense down. Let's see this damage. Pretty good damage. I would have actually hoped for a little bit more there. I'm very concerned about Omega Sentinel. Her pings are just too much. Of course, we do have the Star Jammer people as well that cause issues with their inability to land vulnerables on them. Let's do a basic here. Get some bomb burst stacks up now that speed bar is back on the table. Oh, there's Havoc. That's scary. Havoc is very scary here. Very, very, very scary. That's a summons. Hopefully it won't matter too much. I pray we land this stun. We have the offense up at least. Yeah, we did land it. And we don't have Vile Rally turned on, which is so important for the next couple of nodes. We're at 4 stacks. Let it fly for sure. Good, good. We get special to steal some stuff, or I can just basic to get some bomb bursts going. Let's definitely do that. Havoc's going crazy animation-wise, but I don't think he's actually doing anything. Let's ability block trauma here, I guess. Actually, no, let's do it right here. Ability block trauma here. Boom. I'll use Blastaar ability block on this Captain Sam. Ooh. I'll pull everybody in before I do it. That'll be helpful. Need to make sure we enter the next node fully life. So we didn't actually need to substitute Johnny in here, which is fantastic. As long as we can clear these next 4 enemies with full life and full abilities, we're going to have a really good idea if what we want to do is possible on that next node. We just don't want to take a single hit here, and it does look a little scary. He's going to use a basic. He's got offense down. How hard is that actually going to hit? I get ult and kill here. I can check people's cooldowns, can't I? Let's see. You're ready. You're ready. You're obviously ready. You're not usable anymore. You don't have your ultimate up. You are absolutely not ready, and I need that ultimate. So we're going to let the Blastaar do it. We're going to start using some specials here. Please don't kill him. All right, hold on. Wait, I can just look at this. Okay, you're ready. Oh, no, you're low life, but you get to go pretty early on, right? You get to go pretty early on. If I basic, you're just dead. Okay. Okay. I don't know how Node 7 is going to go with Blastaar being that low. He should be going first, so he should be able to heal up, so I shouldn't be too worried about it. But here we go, guys. The dreaded Node 7. Let's go. The dreaded Node 7. And I'm quickly running out of time. It's already 2:10. We will not be downing this node in time. I can almost guarantee that. I can nearly guarantee it. I do want to make Johnny a skirmisher for this. Alt for node 7. Yeah, I do. I do use her alt node 1 or turn 1. Either way, it's fine though, because Blastaar's going to heal himself up. I was just hamming that up for dramatic effect. Oh, he's Human Torch. Wait, what did I just see? Just damage. All right, let's head into node 7. We're going to make a couple changes. Of course, Quasar's not on the table anymore, so we're going to bring a skirmisher Johnny in. We'll keep the others as they are for now. I heavily suspect we are going to need to make some of these characters healers. And I assume this is our first attempt on the node right now. I assume this is going to take a lot of attempts. If it's possible. If this node is possible, then the rest of the mode is possible, which is a good thing. But is this node possible? Can we get through the hoods? And can we actually do what we need to do damage-wise without having a lot of our characters gear tier 20? Anyway, let's start with the ultimate from Franklin to get the battlefield effect up. Good start. Good assist from our Blastaar characters right out the gate. We love that. Next, let's go ahead and pull everybody in. We did not get a good pull. Boy, do we not get a good pull. We'll see if it matters. All right, Blastaar, I need you to land your ability block here on the Helverine, please. Without Vile Rally turned on, I'm excited to see how this node goes, actually, because this node might be dramatically easier with that. I'm actually going to do the ultimate here. Screw the offense up. With Vile Rally off, I can give offense down instead. And they're actually taking a lot of it because we do have that health pack turned off as well. Seemingly, it's doing amazing for us, honestly. All right. Ooh. Juggernaut. Is Juggernaut going first? Juggernaut is going first. Helverine is going first. Yikes. Yikes. Ooh. About that. About that. Hood did melt Reed, even with offense down. Offense down and then flips offense up. Oh, right. I gave him offense up because of the buff flip. Did it happen before his turn? That would definitely explain it. Okay, maybe it happened before his turn. Okay. I was like, oh shit, what happened? Okay. Maybe we'll get the good pull in this time anyway. Let's go for that. Big Dam plus the battlefield effect. Let's actually go back on that Helverine. Let's pull him in. Let's actually get him pulled in this time. Invisible Woman, please. That's what I'm talking about. Good job, good job. Special for offense up. Sure. Puts us at 2 charges now. We do have to ability block here. They lose 1 character. It's seemingly a good thing. Oh, the Captain Britain pushed my character and then the Hood had offense up. Is this a coin flip maybe? Oh, this is not good. Oh no, we're dead. Am I just being pushed too quickly here? Captain Britain's not even going. Why does this turn order feel so different than what I'm used to? This turn order feels so different than what I'm used to. Shouldn't Captain Britain be going before a lot of these characters? Am I wrong? I can't be wrong. That's never happened before. $113. So he is slow. Let's get the battlefield effect out. Let's pull everybody in. Oh, maybe that's it, Halcyon. Huh. I wonder. If he ults, we're dead. I know that much. Going first, going first, going first. They're all going first. He hits twice. She hits twice. No death proofs. He hits. But also, is Captain Britain going first? I think it's just impossible. 107. I think it might just be impossible. Well, he's going to hit over here, which may just kill. But Black Bolt is going first as well? No. Hits twice, hits once, dead. Hot offense down, got pushed anyway. Also, the Black Bolt burp is going to take additional TID anyway. Now he's at 0, and now you get to go. It's just impossible. Yeah, I used Emma on my initial run too, and I might have to here. Which does increase the horrible amount of RNG you have to chase, because you don't get heal blocks. You don't get a lot of stuff, but I have Vile Rally turned off, and I have their health turned off. So let's go in with the Emma, and we'll see what happens here. I mean, I would love to see if we can get through with a 4-star Reed Mega Bros. I think that'd be good. Emma lets your Reed go before a bunch of them. It does mean Captain Britain's going to go, though, so we'll see what happens there. I wonder if I should take off Invisible Woman here for Johnny. That might actually be a thing I entertain for offense downs, since we do have Vile Rally turned off. But let's try this first. Let's bring everybody in. This is a really bad bring in, but okay. Let's go ahead and ability block the Helverine. Does she die to this attack? Is also an interesting thing, right? Okay, she survived. Nope, Black Bolt kills her. Five-star Invisible Woman just dies to Captain Britain. Do I need to fortify her? She is gear tier 20. It may just be impossible. I'm looking at the damage output, and it may just be impossible. Hellfire will be no better than this. I wouldn't have done it anyway, but could just be impossible. You might have to at least turn off tactical brawler blaster. Turn that off, turn the health back on maybe. Yeah, if I didn't have Warp World turned on, this would be a lot easier because they just give offense down permanently. But not turning all three off, you might as well turn Brawler Blaster off instead. We bring them all in. Okay. Ability block. That minor fortifier did that much? I find that very hard to believe. Just basic here. Reed's going. I need to stun him. Okay, I don't trust this stun on her. Did Captain Britain just crit the Invisible Woman last time? I don't feel like Fortifier would have made that big a difference. Oh god. She's one tap. Oh god. We need to get Death Proofs reapplied. Stat. He's at 3 charges, which means we definitely throw this. For sure. Do we get a pull? We definitely push somebody, right? Okay. So now we have speed up. That's good. They're healing because of the support hits. That's bad. Steal Death Proofs. That's good. Push the Black Bolt. That's also good. Can't steal Death Proofs. I guess we can't steal Death Proofs. Good to know. We want to do an ability block here and a stun here. I don't know if we can, though. Feels like we can't. Feels like he was already at 100% and we weren't. Looks that way, too. I'm just not seeing the way through it because of the multi-hits. If Hood didn't have so many multi-hits, if Scarlet Witch didn't have so many multi-hits, if even Captain Britain didn't have so many multi-hits, I'd feel much better about this. The Black Bolt is a multi-hit too because it's out of turn damage, right? And I have to do this because I have to stop the assists. Hunting for both of these guys to not assist would be too crazy. Because thinking, if I get basic... If I get basic with Franklin and then pull in, and I get the assists from all the attacks, Blastaar could ability block the Scarlet Witch, potentially. Could potentially do this here. RNG be kind, maybe. We did land it, so she's only going to do 1 hit now. Let's see how this changes things up, since we will be able to stun here. No, it's dead. Was that a crit? I didn't see if that was a Captain Britain crit or not. Johnny would heal in the assist? I don't understand your witchcraft. Do I not understand how Healer ISO works? I thought it was only on their turn. Does leaning your team into being war/raid team compel? No. No, the Crucible rules are too much here. Crucible is way more intense when it comes to like Captain Britain here. And if my Hellfire team was going to get through this, his Hellfire team is definitely not. I wonder if I can get kills here. Killing the Black Bolt would stop. Okay, actually, killing the Black Bolt would be really good here because it would stop a lot of the attacks I have to eat up. But he just heals up because of the Scarlet Witch. So we want to try and land this Hail Mary stun again. Or ability block. We didn't get it. You'll very rarely get it. She has an absolute ridiculous amount of resistance. 350. And we're dead. And we're dead. I don't even think it's healing that is stopping this from working. It's simply the multi-hits. And because Reed is going from 100% life to 1 life on every single interaction. I have maybe 2 more attempts. I go get the kids off the bus. Yeah, it feels more like it's just, if I didn't have Warp World turn on, I can keep the offense down. Maybe then that would be an option. But I'm not sure how viable that would be as far as like scoreboard goes. Sort of thing. So we stop the assist here. What if I don't pull in? What if I do a basic here instead? Does that get me anywhere? I don't think it does. Hail Mary ability block once again. Did not land it once again. Goddamn, the minor defense up that she gets on her turn is crazy. If I land this slow, does that do anything? I have to land this stun, but now he's at Warp World, so. Oh, we actually landed the stun. Not super healed, though, I will say. She hits twice because she resisted the ability block. And that is going to get a Black Bolt burp. Still is 2 death proof, down to 0, down to 0. The slow from Emma got flipped into speed up. And Captain Britain, of all characters, ended up lapping me. He might have been the only character that the slow landed on, potentially, I suppose. Captain Britain only negates it on himself. Well, and Illuminati members. But in this particular match, he's only negating it on himself. This is going to be the last time that I go get the kids. And then I get to play outside. No grass. Bring them all in. Do it again. That's not the best thing to have happen to us, but okay. It's just, this is such a Hail Mary thing to even try for the ability block to land. It actually did this time, though. But I still think, yeah, so Captain Britain 100% goes, and he will cause the Warp World here. There's no world where it doesn't. And if not the Captain Britain, definitely the Hood would have. I don't know why he lost. Oh, he lost the defense up because of the skirmisher. Roger that. Oh, fuck me. He resisted the stun. Well, we're just dead. I don't even want to see him do his ultimate. It's just going to kill us. Current position on leaderboard before you finish? Yeah. That was a short one. We could do one more. Loading time might make me miss the bus. Jesus. I think it'll be a fast attempt, though. I mean, if this was going to be a kill attempt, I wouldn't be able to do it because the kill attempt is like a 10-minute encounter. Let's just pull in here. Can we kill the Zuggernaut? I'm not sure that's a beneficial thing, but because the summoned Zuggernaut will just also be a pain in the butt. No defense down to here, so there's 0 chance this one lands now. Yeah. Didn't get pushed here. We do get pushed here. Hopefully Skirmisher peels that off. It did, and hopefully we land this stun. We didn't. Wowzers. So that's, I just need to start abandoning the idea of, and he's ulting, let's get out of here before we're all dead. I need to start abandoning the idea of trying to get a Billy Bluck on Zombie Scare the Witch because we need to put the trauma on Wolverine so he holds that defense down. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and right off to the Omega Fett. Looks like he's doing some stuff and some things. Hopefully you guys have fun. Frankly, basically an ability block with Invisible Man that tried to take out Captain Britain. But some reason I also get eliminated. Yeah, I mean, Helverine's going to one-shot you. If you can't get ahead of... Oh, it broke. I guess I cannot raid the Omega Fett. That's interesting. Okay. Is there a different one I could raid? Viscera? Sure. Can we raid Viscera? Alright, there we go. Am I going to continue later tonight? I'll let you know. Because tonight it sounds like the Fellowship might be on the table. So this might be another tomorrow during the stream thing, Mega Bros. But I'll let you know. Oh, you guys wanted to see where we were leaderboard before we head off. It's going to give me a hard time. Rewards, leaderboard, find me. Oh, 1,500. That's not bad to get the 5-star. That tells me that if I did take Warp World off, or if I took the Brawler thing off, and I just did a couple more nodes, like, that's going to be the way to go. We may be suffering through this for no reason. Interesting. All right, guys. Tell Viscera, say what up. Have yourselves a wonderful day. I'll check you guys later.